my cat has been doing an interesting thing where he'll wait by the door for mice to come in under the door and immediately grab them and carry them back into this current room I'm in, which is terrible. He's killed a few of them, but there's just been like mice around all the time. And the thing is, we play catch with toy mice, so I'll throw it to him and he'll bring them back to me. But what he's been doing now is, now that he's catching real mice, he thinks they're toys, and he's carrying them over to me and dropping them. And I hate mice. I can't stand them. So that's been a terrifying thing. He'll just keep walking at me with live mice in his mouth and then dropping them. So that's how my life's going. Mr. League Infidel. How's the path to Board Game World Championship? It's good. I actually have everything I need to make the Arc Nova video now. I just have to actually edit the thing, and I've had no free time between traveling for the holidays and work and everything, so as soon as I can get that up, I will. And I'm excited. I think it's going to be a good video. I feel like I learned some things from the Terraforming Mars video. I probably won't make this one as long and as in-depth to like the minutia, and I'm going to focus more on the storage side of things, but we'll see how it goes. I'm playing it by ear. What's your drink of choice this evening? It is a Sprite Zero. Super hard to get where I am at. I have to go to a single Target to try and find them, and most of the time they're out of stock, but last time I went they were in stock, so I bought like 3 cases of it. It's awesome. It's like my favorite soda. It's actually the only soda I drink. Playing IRL has its charm, but online is so much more convenient. Yep, completely agree. I don't know, looks like we have 3. Anybody in here? Hello. The game's up if you guys want to join.
I'm starting up now.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey. Thanks for joining. It's been a little while since I played an Immortality game with the tournament stuff going on, so should be interesting. The server is Orski and the password's also Orski. Made it easy this time. I know, I should just make it that. I don't know why I switched it up.
That's okay.
Hi, everyone. What's up, Sharon? Do you play solo at all on physical? Love solo as much as multiplayer. I am not a solo board gamer at all. One of my friends absolutely loves it.
Gotta have that brand awareness even in your password.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I just gotta bury it into you guys. Yeah, but not big solo person. I did play solo games when I was trying to learn this game. When at the very beginning, just so I could get familiar with the rules and practice a little bit. And I think there it was useful. But once you get a feel for the real life play,
server or the host.
Yeah. So the name of the server is Orski, and the password is also Orski. Sometimes it'll glitch out though, so if you can't find it, I can reload it.
So let me refresh.
Okay. What's the little creature in the back? Is there? Oh, that's Simon. Here, I'll go get him.
There.
I have way too much chocolate than I know is good for me. All the Christmas presents.
This is Simon. I don't have my headphones in, so I can't hear anything, but he likes to hang out. He'll sit on my lap during the stream sometimes. Usually you can't see him because I have the artificial blur on in the background. He's been the one dropping off mice to me all the time. I also have this little chair set up next to me so he can sit if he doesn't want to sit on my lap. Oh, sorry, I stepped away for a sec. That looks like everybody's in here, though. Okay.
Right.
Let's do it. You guys cool with hidden picks?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's definitely becoming the new standard, which I appreciate.
Yeah, even we played some buddies yesterday. We played for a couple hours live with all the new everything, and we did hidden picks even in person. So
Ah, nice. It's infiltrated. I'm not picking first, right? No, I'm not. Okay. I still don't know how to feel about Immortality. I like the extra mechanics, but I feel like the base plus Ix is still the ideal. I love Ix. It's what I learned playing, and it's what I have the most experience in by far. I think Immortality is really fun. It adds some crazy stuff to it, and I need a lot more plays before I think I'm like good at it. But I like it so far. It's an interesting twist. It's a great expansion if you're getting a little bit tired of Ix and you want some spice. I would say always, if I was telling someone new to the game, I'd say start out with Ix and then move on from there. Next episode, how to teach your cat to play Dune Imperium. Yeah, that'll be a long one. He does know some tricks though. Knows how to sit, which took a little while. And I was going to teach him more, and then I kind of got tired of teaching him tricks, so that kind of fell off pretty quick. Let's just turn off the top menu, make it look a little cleaner. Ix was necessary. Immortality was fun. That's how I feel. Yep, completely agree. How many games are you playing tonight, Salo? I don't know. I actually could play another one. My wife's working an overnight shift tonight, so I have no responsibilities, and I have off tomorrow. So I could definitely do another one. People are interested. It's not my pick, right? Okay, cool. We are picking third leader in this game. We're going second. Second, probably one of the strongest, if not the strongest spot to start out with. So always a nice start. Take a look at this Imperium row real quick. We have the Bene Gesserit sister. Solid card. Nothing crazy, though. Power play. Get 2 influence. Pretty much a victory point when you consider that you can get up to the 2 friendship level to get a victory point with a faction. Imperium Bashar can be good if we're going combat crazy. Occupation, one of the new cards that I actually don't like that much. I don't think it's very good because it's so expensive for what you're paying for. And then Spice Trader, solid card, 2 persuasion and a dagger, and you can get some spice out of it. Detonation devices in the row could be interesting. Troop transport's not a huge fan of, and shuttle fleet is very powerful if you can get it early. You know what? Not bad late either, just for the bumps. Okay, we're definitely not picking, so just gotta keep checking here. I think it's who is picking right now. Yellow's picking, okay. So yeah, not a bad row. Oh, and I gotta remember to look at the Play Laxu row as well. Usurp, very powerful. And Face Dancer Initiate, I don't mind as well. I think it's pretty good. Gives you some extra faction access. And of course, I forgot to take off the join text, so I'll do that now. Ian, perfect timing. Let's see here. Okay, the high tier leaders are still in. You know what? I think I'm gonna go a little bit crazy here and go for a detonation devices Duke Leto Atreides game. I think that could be fun. Anything else I want to do here? I haven't played Tessie in a while either, which could also be fun. But there is a troop transports in the row, or detonation devices in the row. Let's go for it. We're gonna go combat Leto this game. See how it feels.
Finally.
Nice.
I get to show off Clown Baron.
What is Clown Baron?
Oh, you'll find out pretty quickly.
Okay, so we have a Clown Baron from Pidge. It should be interesting.
Clown Baron, okay. There we go.
Pretty good starting hand.
Also, drawing is disabled. Just a heads up.
What's disabled?
Drawing.
Oh, good call. Here, I'm just gonna promote everybody. Will it let you change that?
Oh yeah.
Because I don't even know how it got turned off or where to find the setting. Ah, nice, it's back. Okay. We were so used to getting Solari from selling spice that we were confused during our first game of X. Yeah, I haven't played the base game yet, and I need to for the World Series Board Gaming Tournament. Okay, so we have a very quick...
And I hate ECAS, and I never play him, but I thought, why not?
Yeah, I do think he's better in Immortality.
That's what I hear, so we'll find out.
Let's see if it's true. Okay, so we have a reconnaissance here from Red. They just head on over to Carthage, get some intrigue cards going. I think this is... I really want to get an early Dreadnought here. Do I need the persuasion for anything? I don't think so. I think the plan is going to be going to Wealth and then heading to the Dreadnought space right away. If we do that, we would leave ourselves with 4 persuasion. 4 persuasion is a pretty big cutoff for us, but 3's not as bad as well. And if we go 4, we can get Imperial Bashar. So we will use our Seek allies here to save the persuasion. I think that's fine. We'll go to Wealth. We'll get some Solari going. Usually I like to save the Interstellar Shipping card, or whatever it was. Seek allies, if I can, but in this case I couldn't. We have a Seek allies from Romber going to Fold Space. Okay, interesting. Usually Romber likes to be a little bit more combat crazy, but it looks like they're fine with Interstellar Shipping this round. We have an experimentation from Ikaz. They'll just go to Smuggling. Always a very solid play, and they get some shipping in as well. Let me set up this camera. So they will get 1 specimen for moving up 1 on the track. Here we go. All set up. Wow, Leto over both Harkonnens. Yeah. Yeah, I think this will be an interesting Leto. We're not going for the standard rush all the factions. We're gonna go a little more combat heavy this round. Guillermo, what's up? Long time no see. Good to have you here. I hope this isn't too zoomed out on the screen, but I think this is as big as I can make it. I can zoom in and stuff in. I can use this little tool to zoom stuff in. Excited for this game. This should be fun. I've been wanting to do a combat Leto game, so this works out well. We'll see what Pidge decides to do here playing red. Oh, I forgot to get rid of the 4-player markers. In Immortality, you do have to go 1 victory point further than you do in Rise of Ix. Makes the games go a little bit longer. Okay, and we have a dagger here from the Baron, and they're just going to head on over to tech negotiation. Okay, they get 1 negotiator, which is a 1 spice discount towards a future tech. And I think that might just be the turn. So we're going to not use our diplomacy here. Do we just grab the Dreadnought next turn, actually? There's not a lot of people in this combat right now, which is kind of crazy. I really want this Dreadnought, though. Next round, we're going to have the ring, so we're going to want to collect spice. So if we go Great Flat, next round, that would be 4 spice, which would be nice. And that would be what we need to get to detonation devices anyway. So I think we actually just go for the water here. So we will end up using both. Unfortunately, that hurts us a little bit, but I kind of forgot we need the spice to actually grab detonation devices, so we might as well do that. And we get to go first next round as well, so we won't be denied it. And we have... I think we put in 2 here. We could just get lucky. Red's already played 1 of their daggers, so we might have enough. They have an intrigue behind, but I think the 2 troop commitment is okay. Because the 2 spice reward per second is not bad at all. Okay, a very quick Hardy Warriors here from Yellow, so they want to win this bump. This is a good combat to win, too. The bump is very nice, but we're obviously going for a... we need the spice, so we can't commit for the Hardy Warriors. Looks like we're going to have a Signet Ring here out of a cast. They'll just grab 1 spice. Fine. They can acquire 1 card from the row that costs 3 or less. And looking like... I mean, it has to be Bene Gesserit's Sister or a Rekis Liaison. We'll see what they end up picking there. Okay. Trusair comes up. We'd be interested in that if it comes up. Bene Gesserit's Sister, always a solid card. Guillermo, good to see you live. Happy Christmas and New Year. Same to you. Looking forward to New Year's. Waldemir, Dreadnought, and Tech. Yep, that is the plan. 6 persuasion here because they went to a tech negotiation. Oh, Lisan Al-Gaib comes up. Okay. So that'll make us much more inclined to go for our Trusair here. We were going to go for it anyway, but still makes it even better. Oh, a Nuke the Row coming out possibly. And they do. Okay. Which works out for us. Some good cards coming out here. So first we'll reveal. We have a dagger. So that puts us 1 ahead of red here. So they'll have to use that intrigue card if they want to beat us in the combat. We get 1 specimen. Now let's see. What card do we want? This is actually pretty tough. I like G Manipulation and the voice a lot. I think G Manipulation is going to be the better starting card. And then we can just come back for the voice later. Because getting the trash is just so good. Although the voice is really good as well. We don't have the Bene Gesserit synergy yet for this. But trashing is even better in Immortality. So I'm going to err on the side of trashing. Oh, Ixkill Compact comes off. That is so good for Romber. Oh. Wow, 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 wow. Romber's going to be able to get his Dreadnoughts online for the very cheap. But they don't have enough for it this round. 1 Persuasion and 2 Daggers. So they'll certainly be winning this combat. And I don't think they'll be buying a Scout, but maybe they will. Who knows? The voice is ultimate trolling device during IRL games. Oh, I could imagine. I could imagine. Oh, looks like they're having a nice talk about Ixkill Compact. See if Blue decides to go for it. We might not be the only Dreadnought leader in this game. Okay, and there it goes Ixkill Compact. They just got to reveal. So they reveal 3 and a dagger. So they will grab it. Ixkill Compact, discarding 2 cards to get a Dreadnought, which is a permanent troop that has 3 strength that you can send in over and over again. Very nice value. And if you discard or trash it, you get 2 negotiators, which is some discount on the spice. I think that's... Anything?
Lost.
Okay. Okay, so we take down second place in that combat with our dagger. 2 spice, always very nice because our signal ring uses spice, obviously. So now I think
Be right back. I'm gonna get a drink.
it would be really nice if we could grab the dreadnought and then send the troops in, but unfortunately the ordering's not going to work out for us. We definitely want to get the spice though. It's so awkward. Luckily, Red is the only one that can afford to deny us on the detonation devices. So I think we start out with a signet ring. We go to the Great Flat, because then we can go to Dreadnought and get detonation devices at the same time, which is just good. It's not easy. Or we could go Dreadnought and just hope detonation devices are still there, but I think that's a bit greedy. So yeah, let's grab the Great Flat Spice first. We can put in a troop. Take 4 spice, spend our 2 water, put in 1 troop. All 3 tiers of this conflict are pretty good. We will spend 1 spice to take a bump with another faction track, and we'll obviously be going with the guild. Start catching up with yellow. And that's it. See what yellow decides to do here. Modias, hey Gorski, anyone else find the music kind of distracting? Is there music going? Ooh. Oops. Thank you. I usually listen to music during the streams, but I usually have it silenced. So I'm surprised it was actually coming through there. We have an experimentation here from yellow, and they're just going to head on over to smuggling.
Again,
Totally
I
fine.
forgot to trash cards. See, even with the post-it note in front of me, I forget to trash one.
Yeah, I forget that all the time. It's so hard.
What I see someone
We should
do
allow it.
is,
It's not like it's reshuffled.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
What I see someone do is place.
As long as
this
you sent your
thing over
agents to the
pass
right
button.
spots.
Okay, so we're
You
going to
guys
let
are-
blue discard trash.
you guys
At
are
the end of
good
their turn
people.
with coordination, they can
Triangle,
trash a card.
triangle last turn.
Mace, just what I see some people do is place.
Yeah, it seems like we're mixed on the
this,
music. We'll just go no
on
music.
top of the pass
I
button,
honestly
so
did
you
not intend to have
just
music
do
going
it
anyway,
over
so
the pass. Sort of reminder.
Oh,
for
that's
you to-
actually
it's fine. Haha, much better. Nice. Okay. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. Usually I just have that go in the background to keep my brain working. But let's see here. What did ECAS do? They went Seek Allies. They went to Fold Space, so they're going to work on getting their own interstellar shipping access going. We do go before yellow every round, so once we catch up to them, we'll be in good shape. We have a diplomacy here from red. They'll just head down to secrets. Okay, getting another intrigue card going. They did say where they were playing Clown Bear in this game, so I don't know if that just means they're going to grab a bunch of intrigue cards. It probably is what it's going to mean, but we'll see how they decide to play it. So now we kind of already talked about what we're doing here. This has got to be a Dreadnought play. We'll head on over to Dreadnought. Remember, we only have to pay 2 Slaughter thanks to our ability. We get to spend units to 1 spot for less. We get our nice little Dreadnought, and we will be taking detonation devices every single time. And fortunately, let me just show this to everybody. When you win a conflict using a Dreadnought, you may return it to the supply to get 1 victory point. So this will be a nice source of ongoing victory points for us. And we have to pay 3. So very solid start. Can hopefully get some value out of these. We'll see. Going pretty combat heavy this game. And we will have, what, 4 persuasion left to reveal? So Romber is going to play experimentation. They're going to go interstellar shipping with their second action. So yellow really monopolizing the shipping track this round. Makes sense. It's a very good spot. And we'll see what they decide to do here. Oh, yeah, looks like... I mean, I'd imagine you go up and down here. I mean, they could get tempted by Shuttle Fleet. It is a really good tech to get early. It fuels Dreadnoughts as well, but looks like they're just going to go up and down. Collect their rewards, get their Solari going. We'll see if they elect to go for a Dreadnought-oriented strategy, if they're just going to go for a more faction spot-oriented strat. They do get to go on the research track again, so in addition to the specimen, they now get a Tleilaxu icon, advancing up the top track. We haven't been doing much on the research track. We haven't moved at all, actually, but it's fine. We'll get another specimen this round. I think we're not going to buy Phase Stance or Initiate. We have a diplomacy here to Hardy Warriors. Okay, Blue's going to get involved. I think this makes a lot of sense. No one's really fighting in this combat at all. We were about to get first place with 1 troop. It's insane. So they're going to heavily discourage red from getting involved here. We'll see if they decide to go. Haven't seen you do a combat heavy strategy in a minute. Yeah, it's been a while. I definitely lean more towards the other strategies, but combat's a lot of fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I usually go combat when I go Romber, but I think it's nice to try out combat with some of the other leaders as well. And Leto can do it very good. Leto. So we do have a Carthag here from Red. Will they commit the troops? I imagine you would. Just one. Okay. I mean, they know we don't have a dagger to reveal because we played it. So this is at least a tie for them. They have four. They have 4 intrigue cards. Okay. So they could possibly win this combat if they drew the right cards for it. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Crazy. They got to be careful, though. People can go secret stealing. Maybe they don't care about their intrigue cards, though. Red thinking about whether they want to commit more troops. I think if you have a single combat intrigue card, you definitely throw them in here. Because blue has no combat intrigues. So they're pretty much just playing with this 8 spice or 8 combat power plus whatever they have in their hand. I'm not going to search the discard because it doesn't really matter for us. But I think if Red has any kind of combat intrigue at all, you just throw them all in here. But they're thinking about it. We still have our atomics, but there are some pretty good cards in the row for us here. So most likely be getting the voice after all, which is kind of nice. Synergizes very well with the G manipulation we got earlier. Yeah, Red just doing some calculations here, I'd imagine. Didn't really look at the new row after it got trashed. Embedded Agent, very solid. A little bit too expensive for us, so we're not going to get it this round. Some people love high priority travel. I'm not a huge fan, but it is pretty cheap, so I guess it's not a big deal. We're going to spend intrigues and just play jank. Love this. Yeah. Pidge has been trying to get Baron in a couple of games now to play the Clown Baron. Okay, looks like they will commit the 3 troops. I like it. I'd imagine with that declaration, they're going to be able to win this too. Also pretty good for us because we want people spending their garrison troops so we can take this down some cheap ones later with detonation. Yep. So I think this makes a lot of sense. So the combat tally right now will be 8-6 to 2, but Red can definitely come back with the amount of intrigue cards they have. Okay. Our reveal here. We reveal a specimen and 4 persuasion. So we'll take our specimen now. We already talked about it. I think the voice is just the best buy here. It would have been nice if we had one more for embedded agent or power play, but we don't. So we'll grab the voice. Oh, Test of Humanity comes up. That would have been a nice one to buy as well. I think we hold off on buying Arrakis Liaisons. Let's not thicken up our deck too much here. There's some good cards in the row. We could buy 1, I guess. How many cards do we have in our deck right now? 6. We have 11 cards. Arrakis Liaison is nice for the persuasion. There are some nice high-powered cards we want to buy. And we do have a source of trashing, so I'm going to get 1. Just 1. I'm definitely guilty of buying too many cards, but I think 1's just fine. Reveal of 5 for yellow. And let's see what they elect to buy here. Looking at Test of Humanity, and they do buy it. So they have 2 persuasion left if they want to buy another card. And Jameis is a very nice card. Yep, and they do. Okay, so 2 nice buys there. Test of Humanity. So we have to remember that yellow has Test of Humanity. They can make a discard card, which can really interfere with our Spiceman slow turns. Reveal of 3, a specimen, and a dagger for blue. So I'm sure blue's a little bit bummed to see Test of Humanity go, but it's fine. Let's see. If I was them, the Second kit I like a lot. Lets you thin out your deck, and you get specimens for it. Of course, it already has trashing, so not as necessary with him, but I think it's still really good. And revealing for a beetle can really help you in the end as well. Not too hard to get up to that first DNA level of the research track. And they do end up grabbing it. Makes sense. Oh, and they grab high priority travel as well. Okay, so we can see how it plays out. And another one comes off the row. So that's both of them in the deck. So we can see what Red reveals here. 1 specimen, 1 persuasion, and a dagger. So they are going to be 2 behind blue here. I'd imagine. Yep. Okay, they will pass. Okay. Combat.
Wait, how is blue at 9?
They have a dagger.
Oh, that's fuck. I thought that was yellow.
Oh, damn.
I'm such an idiot. Do I even want to play that now?
So, unfortunately, Red didn't realize that they were
I'm gonna
2
hold on
behind.
to it, make Gorski panic a little bit.
Oh, Hey, nice to know you have it though.
All right.
That's so
Okay,
sad,
rewards. We will certainly be taking the intrigue card here instead of the spice. We have some spice already to fuel our ring, so we'll just take the intrigue. See if we get windfall. It's okay. We can get our second dreadnought, which is nice. A little unfortunate for Pidge, just miscalculated the combat values a little bit. Not interested in tying that up, which is fine. I mean, you cycle out the intrigue anyway, but we do know they have they can force our dreadnoughts to retreat, which is huge. So let's go on to the next round. A lot of spice on the Haga Basin right now, and this is a victory point combat. I finally got my physical copy of Immortality. Played with my son and daughter, and he quit on turn 5. Oh yeah, that is unfortunate. I know this game's not going to be for everyone, but I do feel like it's pretty approachable for kids. Not that I've played with any kids, but I feel like just generally, you know, it's not so complex that you have to like math out a bunch of turns. Yellow does get a specimen and a beetle, so they'll grab an intrigue card by moving up the track. So they've really been making use of their experimentations. Only the strongest will survive to the end. Deep and true. Agreed. Getting philosophical. We have an experimentation here from blue. They're just going to head on over to smuggling. Will they collect here? They will. Okay, they want to get that Swordmaster going. They have just enough Solar to do it, too. Yellow, unfortunately, won off. We'd love to get this combat. Terrible purpose. And we might be able to. Although red has so many intrigue cards. It's actually pretty stressful playing against someone with so many intrigue cards because it becomes much harder to calculate things. But yeah, we'll give it our best shot. So we can voice here. What did blue do? Oh, yeah, they just went smuggling collected. So they got to do a research bump as well, which I didn't notice. So they ended up taking an extra specimen. Interesting. So maybe eyeing up Usurp soon. Very good card. Lets you basically grab cards from the Imperium row and use their ability, which is pretty nuts. And you get the trash. So it's a nice denial card as well. Another downside to having so many intrigue cards is that it really complicates your turns. There's a lot more to think about. So I wouldn't be surprised if pitch takes a little bit longer just to math everything out on our turn. What's nice about Immortality is that most can just ignore it, just play into it. It makes you concerned. It's not mandatory, but it's fun. Yeah, you definitely don't have to interact with it. You probably should because the stuff's really strong, but
This is great.
you definitely don't have to. So we have a diplomacy here from red. They'll just grab secrets. So another intrigue card joins the pile, which is honestly so funny. Oh my gosh. We probably want to voice here and reserve a spot. What spot do we reserve, though, is the question. We could grab another Dreadnought, which would be pretty funny. I don't know what we'd really grab, though. We could go Dreadnought into Carthag. Actually, I think we do that. Unfortunately, we can't buy any text, but I think that's fine, right? Could just use our Rakkus Liaison to go there. We'll have a reveal of 4. It's kind of math. We would have liked to have gotten Embedded Agent or something, but I don't think it's a huge deal. Other options. We could grab a bunch of spice, but well, actually we can't grab the 4 spice because we don't have water, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, let's just go crazy here. Let's get our Dreadnoughts going. I said we're going combat heavy. Let's do it. We get another Dreadnought. We're spending all of our Solari as we get it, but totally fine. We're not going to buy troop transports. We're not going to get much shipping going this game, so we'll just hold on to it. Our next action can be a voice play. Maybe we can. Well, actually, we can't really do anything with it. We can annoy blue. So our game will be guessing where blue wants to go with their last action this round after they grab Swordmaster and then denying that. We'll see how we do. Cryoclasm. My 12-year-old son asked from time to time to play Dune X. Immo is on the way, and I'm pleased to see that grasps core concepts of the game. It gets better and better. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, Test of Humanity comes out, so we do have to discard a card here. Technically, it has to proceed in turn order, but I don't really care. I'll just get rid of something here. I think we definitely don't want to get rid of experimentation. We want the specimen. I guess we'll hold on. We're playing Void. Oh, we could actually just save voice and reveal it for the extra persuasion. That would give us 3 persuasion, which could be our cutoff for a Bene Gesserit Initiate, possibly. So I actually think we get rid of convincing argument here. Yeah, that's fine. Save ourselves some persuasion by not playing the voice. We leave the voice in our hand in case we want to play it, but Okay, they do take away Carthag from us, which is a little bit annoying.
Mine
But
depends upon their game actions, so I'm gonna wait a hot minute.
so Yellow deciding where do they want to go here. Looks like they're going to go to Carthag, get a troop and an intrigue card. They can put in 3 total troops into this combat if they want, and you probably should. So Blue will get rid of their convincing argument. Do we draw a card here? Yeah, we might want to now, just so we can get the combat power in. We have no victory points right now, but those will come in time. And Red will get rid of Seek Allies. Okay. So we have a quick dissecting kit here from Blue, and they'll play with their dagger, so they will be trashing a dagger out, and they'll get an extra specimen, so that will be enough for Usurp. We'll see how that goes. We have the Swordmaster. Makes a lot of sense. And they will elect to trash the other card. And yep, there's the extra specimen. Cool.
The Usurp play.
So, watch your Immortality card reveal, and you did not like Usurp originally. I did not, no. But that's the fun part of those kind of react to the cards, you know. I'm definitely going to be wrong. I feel like I actually kind of nailed a few of them, but yeah, it's tough. Especially if you don't have any games in. But yeah, I mean, I still don't think it's insane, but it is a really fun card, so. I think we do need to get involved in this combat. We can get 8 combat strength in. It's a little unfortunate we couldn't get to Carthag, but I don't think that's a big deal. There's so much water building up on Haga Basin here. Kind of crazy. So if we want to get troops in, we have to go to draw a card. So I think we just do it. It's too good for us. We hope we don't draw our diplomacy, and we don't. Oh, Dagger's actually not bad here. We are going to commit everything. That'll put us ahead of Yellow. Hopefully we can actually get the combat win here. We shall see. Detonation devices. We could get 2 points here. Oh, a reveal of 2 daggers from Yellow. So that will tie us up for now. I do have a dagger in hand, fortunately. Kind of a lucky draw here. They have 3 persuasion and probably Bene Gesserit Initiate here. Pretty solid. Gives you good access. I have never played more than 3 intrigues, so I'm too much afraid of stealing intrigues. Yeah. I feel like that's how most people go. But as you can see, I mean, of course, Red is denying other people from going secrets to steal, but usually people don't go out of the way for it. Most of the time I found in some of the online competitive games. We have a high priority travel from Blue, which is turned on. They have 2 access with the guild, so they can either draw a card or treat any spot as a combat space. And they're going to go to tech negotiation here. The only thing really available to them is troop transports, and they're not going to buy tech. They're just going to grab a negotiator. And let's see if they decide to draw the card. I imagine you just would here. And they do. So they can reveal that next round. Reveal of 3 and a persuasion for Red. Oh, they also have 4 specimens. So they can deny here if they want. Oh, I hope they do. Blue, it did feel like Blue went a little bit out of the way to get this, so it would be a pretty funny denial if they chose to deny them that, but we'll see. I would like it if they bought it so I could see the next card in the row. I'll have 3 specimens here. Oh, the double cross from Red here. So are they double crossing us? Oh no, they're double crossing Yellow. Okay. So Yellow will drop deck down to 6 plus 2 daggers. Yeah. Okay. So 6 total. And Red gets a nice little spice reward here. And they can start getting rid of some of the intrigue cards from their hand because they have a lot of them. I don't think they got the specimen. I don't think they bought anything. They did not. Okay. They're not even going to spend the specimens. That is interesting. We have a reel of 3 and a specimen. 3 and a dagger, rather. So we go up to 9 here. It's pretty nice. We get our specimen. Unfortunately, no usurp here. Also, unfortunately, we just barely don't have enough for any of the nice cards here. And I'm not getting another Arrakis Liaison, so we're just going to pass on buying a card this round. Not a big deal. So blue is the last to reveal. And they reveal a persuasion and a specimen. So let's see. Will they be grabbing the usurp they've been eyeing up? They have 1 persuasion, and okay, they actually grab high priority travel. Interesting. Hey, I don't hate it. So they have 2 of these now. We can see their value at work here. My 8-year-old gets the game contest, but does not have a long enough attention span to finish the game. Yeah, that's the problem. And I could definitely see games going longer in person as well. It's a lot to ask for a kid. Looks like they trashed out Convincing Argument, maybe? Or Dagger? I can't exactly remember. They have 5 specimens now, so I think this has got to be a usurp buy. It is a really fun card. And looks like they will buy it. You did nail a few, man. Chair Dog, Usurp, and Stitchara you were down on, though. Yeah. I still haven't seen Chair Dog be that great. I can definitely see its use points. Ooh, Teleaxu Infiltrator pops up. That is an awesome card. I didn't realize it. Blue also bought Face Dancer Initiate, so they're buying a ton. But fortunately, they can trash, so not a big deal. They thicken up their deck a little bit. Okay, combat, yellow. Pass. Red.
Cloud Baron, motherfucker.
So you don't have an alliance, is the only...
Oh wait, what the fuck am I doing?
Unless you might have a different one with 2 spies.
Oh my god, why was I thinking that that counted? That is so dumb.
I do love the Clown Baron motherfucker, though.
I was so cocksure.
It's Clown Baron. So, yeah.
Yeah, Clown Baron stresses
Right,
me
I
out.
should have.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Because I didn't do that, like, yeah, I know, I should have done it to green. Feels bad.
So it looks like the reason they
have to let you
double-crossed
detonate.
us is because they were planning on just beating us in the combat. When they were probably going to play that and then make us retreat our Dreadnought. But unfortunately, they don't have the faction alliance to use that.
If this is not a combat intrigue, then that's what's the point?
Yeah,
Dim,
I
dim, dim.
pass.
Take rewards?
Oh, sorry. Did you pass?
Yeah, I pass.
Okay. So I will
And I
detonate,
keep my two spice.
and I get to trash something. Just give me a quick sec. Get rid of convincing. Okay, everybody good?
Good.
Okay, combat win. 2 victory points in the bank there. We did lose one of our dreadnoughts, but it's fine.
Humiliating.
It's fine. Oh, that was so funny. Clown Baron, motherfucker. Gosh, it happens. I forget that kind of stuff all the time. We have a lot of persuasion here. Might be able to pick up a spicy little piter. Probably want to get G manipulation down. We are going 3rd this round. Still no access to interstellar shipping, but we will be getting it this round with a Signet Ring play. Unfortunately, no Swordmaster yet. This is a combat people usually don't care about, though, so we might be able to actually get another Detonation Devices victory point here. We'll see how heavily people want to contest this. Okay, so another intrigue coming out for Red here, and they get the Alliance because they played it with Power Play, so that is another intrigue card and a victory point, obviously. So Baron up to 2 victory points here. We're up to 2, Yellow's at 1, and Blue's at 2, so very close game so far. You don't put your Dreadnought on the spaces? No, so with Detonation Devices, instead of sending it off to a board spot, you destroy it, so it's up here now. And I got a victory point for it instead. Yeah, it is a little sad losing out on that passive income from the spot, but not a huge deal. So I think we do Signet Ring here. Every time. I wish we had water. It's painful that we lost out on Still Suits to Blue here, because they're going to get it now. 5 spice from Haga Basin is insane. I actually think we just go Signet Ring to Smuggling here. Take the bump, and then we can go Interstellar Shipping next round. Feels pretty good. We can get some Solari going as well. Our next action, we would have to go to a combat spot, though. That's the only downside. If we got... Yeah, I wish we could just get a little bit more spice here, but we cannot. Other options here, we could Diplomacy to somewhere, but we're pretty much stuck with full space and wealth, which I'm not really interested in. So I think it will just be a Signet Ring here. We'll go to Smuggling. We'll get a Solari for ourselves. We'll move up. We'll use our Signet Ring ability, pay 1 spice, climb here. So that is another victory point for us. That's kind of the nice thing about Leto. You can ignore the faction spaces and go combat heavy and just make up the ground with your ring. Because that's always a weakness of the combat-oriented leaders. Alliance VP and a handful of intrigues. Scary. I know. Look at all these intrigues. That's so insane. Yellow does end up denying the spice to Blue, though. Well played. I think that's absolutely the right decision. They play another experimentation, so they are moving up on this track very quickly. Depends on how quickly they want to go along. If they grab this, they get to rocket up to the 1 Solari, which would be enough for their Swordmaster this round. So I would be pretty tempted to grab that Solari. And they do. Okay. So they go up to 8 Solari here. Very nice stuff. And fortunately for us, that means we're going to get interstellar shipping access here. We have a Water of Life here from blue. So maybe that's what they were setting up for. So they'll have a big reveal this turn. If they want it. They do have more actions than us, though, so they'll have to reveal after us. Wow, I can't believe we're going to get interstellar shipping here. That's huge. So they're just going to think out their turn a little bit. What do I want to do? I think this is a pretty clear experimentation to... Oh, a Nuke of the Row. That sucks for us. But there are some good cards that come out. In the Shadows is insane. Carry All is also very good for a spice-oriented game. Keys to Power, also solid. Oh, never mind. I'm dumb. I thought they played a card when they played Water of Life. They're just taking interstellar shipping. That's fine. And they can Signet Ring a card here. It's got to be In the Shadows every time, right? In the Shadows is just so good. But they're eyeing up Desert Ambush. They do have the card that lets you graft to it to go to a combat space. So they could send a lot of enemy troops out, but In the Shadows is so much better. And I think Yellow's telling them to grab In the Shadows over Desert Ambush, which I agree with. It's the right play. Appropriate comes off. We could be interested in that as well. Although we don't have a lot of Solari. Kind of dead on the Solari game. So maybe not as useful for us. Overall, solid turn though. A little bit bummed that the row got blown up, but no big deal. We have a Reconnaissance here from blue. They're just going to go to card that get another intrigue card. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. They're going to be able to win combats with like 1 troop. Oh, it's terrifying. So now we have to decide what we want to do with the rest of our turn here. We could just draw. We are obviously tempted to play Diplomacy, but I don't think we have to. Experimentation, We kind of want to save our Persuasion, actually. So maybe I will just experiment here. Get a Dreadnought in. Get some spice from like a second place here. Okay, red plays Illicit Dealings, so they'll get 1 bump on the Tlay Laxu track. Always good dumping those when you have so many. Looking like they're eyeing up another one as well. We do have Windfall. We could grab another Dreadnought if we wanted to, but I think we should get our Dreadnought in here. Get a little bit of value out of this. Let's see. Gene Manipulation. I would love to play this and start trashing. We could go and draw and possibly... 5 is such a big cutoff for value in this row, though. So if we play this and don't draw into something with... Actually, we can figure it out live. What's our last card? It is a dagger. So we cannot draw to get an extra persuasion. We would just be getting a dagger. So that means we need to play experimentation here to the Imperial Basin, get our Dreadnought in, and get a research bump in. And I think, yeah, because we don't want to lose our persuasion. 5 is such a big cutoff here. So we will go for this. We'll get a troop in. We get 1 spice, which is fine. We do get 1 on the, we get a bump on the research track here, which is our first one. And we get another specimen. So we're up to 4 now. And that is the turn. Yellow's move here. We'll see what they like to do. They will play Dagger on over to Swordmaster. Okay. Not a bad play at all. So they get an extra action every single round now. Zebus, how the heck did Red get so many intrigues? First of all, good to see you, Zebus. Second of all, they're going Clown Baron, as you can see by this adorable drawing we have going over here. So they've just been getting intrigue cards pretty much every single turn they're able to. They've been hitting up Secrets and Carthag like crazy. I think they got involved in an intrigue card combat at some point. They're using their Signet Ring to get intrigue cards. They're just going berserk over there. And obviously it makes it very scary for us to play against them, but it happens. We have a Fold Space here from blue, and look like they're just going to go to Siege Tabor. Grab some water and a troop for themselves. Get involved in this combat. Will they put in 2 troops here? Certainly tempting. They technically could win it for 2 troops. I think you do. They have an intrigue card, so if they're not confident in their intrigue card, they might not want to. And this obviously isn't a great combat. But the thing is, if we win it, we get a victory point. So they want to deny us a win if they can. So I think you ideally would 100% put the troops in here. And they're thinking about it. They're hovering over those troops. I think you put them in. We have detonation devices. You gotta deny us that victory point. I need a phone map of this game. This would be an addicting one to play on the road. Although you probably have a little bit of trouble. I don't know. I feel like I need to use a decent amount of brain power on this one. But okay, and they do put them in. I think that's the right call. Sucks wasting your troops, like quote unquote wasting your troops, but I don't think it's a big deal in the long run. Also, yeah, that's fine. I was thinking yellow was involved in the combat, but they're not. Okay, red is up here. Let's see what they decide to do. They are going to reveal before us here, so we're hoping they don't buy what we want. 2 daggers and 2 persuasion, so they are going to rocket ahead and tie up blue. So we're going to get 3rd place awards here, which is fun. 1 spice for free is definitely not something I'm complaining about. No phone has the screen real estate for this monstrosity. Yeah, there's no way, especially not the TTS version, but I don't know. Maybe if they optimized it for like an app like they did with the Root or whatever, they could make it work. I think Direwolf is Root. And they're going to use their specimens to just get some troops from Acclaimed Forces here. Okay. Surprised they didn't want the entry card from the Tleilaxu track. I'll reveal here. We have 5 persuasion. So we actually have a pretty big decision here. I do like Keys to Power. I think it's a solid card. Carry All is nuts, but we have no water. Appropriate is also pretty good, but we have no Solari. So we're lacking all the resources we need to make these things work. And we want to be sending our Solari on like Swordmaster and stuff. So, and Dreadnoughts, obviously. Carry All is so nice though. But I think this just does a little bit more for us. And let's just work on the tracks a little bit too. We could easily get up to the 2 bump. I think we go Keys to Power here. It's just nice passive spice gain. And you got to think about it. Carry All is basically just giving you 3 spice when you go to Great Flat on top of what you normally get. So this is like pretty much almost there anyway with better access. So we'll go for that. We do have 4 specimens now. And now we can see that we can get Tleilaxu Infiltrator, which is absolutely insane. Lets you not be blocked with a craft, which is just bonkers. So we will be buying that. That costs us 2. Guild Impersonator comes up. If you gain spice this turn, get a bump. That is pretty good. And the Guild Alliance isn't taken yet, but I think that would thicken up our deck a little bit too much. So we're going to pass on that one. Might as well save up our troops for some beetle bumps later. Keith. Hey, love your videos, man. Thank you. Glad you enjoy them. It's been a little bit since I've posted one. I mean, I guess not too long with the tournament, but it's been a little while since I got the other stuff going. Ooh, blue elected not to play Usurp this turn. Interesting. There are some good cards in the row. I'm surprised. 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, 7 persuasion if they tried not to take the daggers.
So my last play when I drew the card. So 7 or 5.
Yeah. Unmute here so I can hear their thought process. You have to take the daggers here, right? They get 1 dagger from Usurp.
Specimen.
And, well, red definitely has entry cards.
To buy this card.
Okay, they're going to take the...
Okay.
I'll go to it.
Looks like they're going to take the persuasion here. Interesting. So they could either have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 7 persuasion.
I think. Take a look here.
I don't know if they have to decide before they buy cards on their persuasion value. It's actually an interesting question.
This one.
Now, Grab Core Intrigue. Replacement Eyes comes up.
Okay.
Really good card. Gives you Beetles. When this card is trashed.
Gotta do that one.
It does let you trash cards, which is solid. Oh, Reverend Mother Mohai comes up. We're very interested in that. That would be solid for us. We have a lot of bad district cards.
I did go to 2 triangle
So they get
spaces there.
2 negotiators down with here, so that's a ton of value. Zebus, what's the verdict on the new expansion? I haven't played with it yet. Yeah, I like it a lot. I think it adds a lot of variability to the games, especially as someone who's played a ton of Ix. One sec. Okay, combat. Blue. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were buying stuff.
Blue's gonna pass.
Okay, red. Oh, there it is.
Kaye. Nice.
So that does force us to retreat our Dreadnought, but we don't really care about losing 1 spice here. So that's fine. We're glad they don't have that card anymore, honestly.
Blue passes.
Oh, huge.
Very nice.
So I gain 1 spice, and I'll use the other 2 to pay Actually, I'm gonna get this first.
Okay, so Pidge plays Demand Respect
And
here
I'll
and
go
pays the
up
2 spice, so a net of 1 because they won the combat. And they can get a double bump here anywhere they want. And let's see what they decide to work on. They're going to work on the Emperor track. Okay, usually not a heavy contested alliance, so I think that makes sense.
Actually, no.
Baron does not
Oh.
care about shipping.
Obviously not.
Oh,
No,
there
I
we
will go guild, but I'm never
Ah,
gonna
okay,
go
they
shipping.
are going to go guild. Okay. It
Baron
makes sense.
doesn't care about anything. at
Wait, no,
this
fuck, what
moment,
am I doing?
except-
No, definitely Emperor.
Okay, they're going Emperor. Changing their mind again. I guess they don't want to go interstellar shipping, which is fine. Everyone else has access to it, so you're not going to get as much value out of it.
All right, I'm good.
Sounds good. Next round. Okay. Let's get something good here. So there's that dagger we would have drawn into the last round. Keys to Power comes off. We can go interstellar shipping here, get the bump, so we can actually get the value out of this. Oh, this is Bene Gesserit as well, so it works with team manipulation. We would love to draw a lot of cards here. We won't be able to, but this is probably a combat round. Ooh, and Secure Imperial Basin comes off. We are water starved right now, so overall, pretty good situation for us this round, I think. Keith McDonald, Dune Imperium has me enjoying quite a bit more since it came out. Love watching good players play. I've gotten better at the game just by watching your vids to cheers, man. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think Dune Imperium definitely helps a lot watching people play. When I was first getting into this, there were no first person videos like going over this. And I think they've been popping up a lot more now, which is great. But yeah, because if you don't know like the meta of some of these games, it can just be so hard to break in. Especially if there aren't like any guides out there or anything. We have a diplomacy here from Red. They're going to go to secrets, hell yeah. I think this is a interstellar shipping every single time. So we'll just do it ourselves. We'll go here. We get 2 bumps with the shipping track. And I think, do we go all the way up here? I don't think we do because we need to get to another bump here so we can get value out of Keys to Power. So unfortunately, we are going up and down. We'll get troops, which is huge for possibly winning this combat. We definitely take the Solari here so we can get our Swordmaster eventually. We also get an experimentation. And I think this will be a beetle grab. Start working on this Slaylaxi track. A nice little victory point to be had up there. Did I get my bump? I did not. So we have our friendship with the Emperor track. So leading currently. We'll see if we can hold on to it. And a very quick from the tanks for yellow. So they'll get some troops for free pretty much. If Pidge doesn't say Cloud Baron motherfucker one more time, I'll be upset. Me too. That is a very quotable line. I'm pretty tempted if make that my like donation noise or something. It would be so funny to hear that come up when something happens on the stream. Let's see here. Oh, okay. So there's the shuttle fleet buy from Romber. Very nice. So 2 bumps and they get 2 Solari every single round. Very huge. So maybe they'll start buying some dreadnoughts for themselves, but maybe not. Good luck, man. Thank you, Zebus. We have some interesting strategies going on. I think this is going to be a very unique game of Immortality. I love it. We'll see where Yellow decides to take the bumps. Looks like they're going to go with the Fremen, makes sense, and the Spacing Guild as well. So they'll just lock up that alliance. Totally fine. We're a play of Dissecting Kit with Experimentation here. And they're just going to head on over to Tech Negotiation by Chamarchy. Okay. 2 intrigue cards, and they win tiebreakers at the end of the game. So important to keep that in mind. And they will use all those negotiators they got earlier from revealing that Dreadnought card. I can't remember what it is. So pretty solid. Oh, look at this artwork over here. We've got a little sandworm. Maybe like a little Paul Atreides over there. Or Leto the Second or something like that. Yeah, we've been missing the artwork. The last couple of streams, I didn't realize I had drawing turned off. Couldn't let the artist cook. Okay, so that is that. So they do end up trashing, so they can get more specimens going. Specimens, much bigger deal than I thought, especially because you can convert them into beetles, which makes getting victory points from this track a little bit easier. And that will reveal training drones. That is something we would be interested in, going combat heavy. I'm always amazed with Pidge's drawing skills. Please pass my regards to her. Oh, yeah, I will. Pidge, I was asked to pass along some compliments for the drawing skills. I especially like the little sandworm over here.
I struggled with this guy. Cape getting it to flutter in the wind.
Oh, yeah.
Make him not look janky.
No, it looks good.
I think I've accidentally given him a bit of a wizard's hat.
Ooh, little crossover of universes here. Little Harry Potter
Yeah,
dude.
Dungeons and Dragons or something.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Okay. We'll let Pitch focus on their turn here. So I just realized we do have Windfall, so we should definitely just grab our Swordmaster here. And we can do it with Keys to Power, so we can get our 2 spice as well. And then we can just play Gene Manipulation to get our troops into the combat. Sounds like a plan. Pretty good combat to get involved in as well. The only thing is Yellow has 2 actions behind, so they'll probably start dumping stuff in here. Makes it a little bit harder for us, but I don't think it's a huge deal. Oh, looking like they're going to use one of those many intrigue cards. Okay. It's also funny because they have not given anyone a chance to steal a secret from them or an intrigue card from them because they've been going secrets every single time. And the Carthag play. Okay. Oh my gosh. How many intrigue cards is this? Oh, okay. They put the 3 troopers in as well. So that means we pretty much have no chance of winning this combat if they want to commit, right? They've got to have 2, 4, 6, 8 intrigue cards. So if they want to win combats at this point, they're locked them in. Makes it a little bit harder for our detonation devices strategy, actually. Something we should be evaluating. Although if we make them use the intrigue cards to win, we can kind of take them out of the equation. We'll see. But maybe we should start eyeing up a transition to another victory condition. And they use their signet ring to get yet another intrigue card. And they'll play favorite subject here, so another bump on the Emperor track. If they could get one more, they could get those troops into the combat. Oh, nope, they yoink it right back. And they go back down. I guess they were just signaling to me, hey, don't go for this alliance because I will deny you, I guess. But I don't know if we'll be going for any alliances too hard here. We're not going for a very faction-heavy game. We're just trying to get some combat victories where we can get them. At first, I thought that drawing on the left is more kind of Eldritch Deity summoning Sigil. You know what? I actually don't get the reference, but I'm going to take your word for it because I have no idea. So I think this is going to be what I talked about, a Windfall into a Keys to Power play. And then we can get the spice bonus from Gene Manipulation. So overall, pretty good. We'll play our Windfall. We'll get to... Oh, I just flashed Gene Manipulation. That's not what you want to do. I will play Keys to Power. I will grab my Swordmaster. Only cost me 7 Slari because of my ability. And I get 2 spice. So I already get some value out of this. Pretty nice. Glad I grabbed it. I think that's everything, right? And then we get 2 more spice out of Gene Manipulation. We're getting a lot of passive spice right now. Setting ourselves up for a potential Highliner. We'll see. Ooh, a Test of Humanity comes out from Yellow. Not a big deal for us. They'll just head on over to Siege Tabor, grab some water for themselves, and I'd imagine throw some troops in here. Okay. Throw in these. So I will be getting rid of a dagger here. 100% want to play Gene Manipulation. So we're going to have no persuasion to reveal this round. Blue will get rid of high priority travel. Fine. Red will... Oh, okay. That was Yellow clicking on reds. I was kind of worried you'll miss the Swordmaster play while being distracted by the drawing, but didn't want to backseat. Oh, thank you very much. I do appreciate not backseating, though. Oh, first live member. And the little alert thing worked, too. Thank you, Keith. Oh, hi. Actually, I have some emotes as well. Feel free. I'm not used to the live member experience. 2 more, and we get an Alicia Kaz game at some point. But thank you very much. Helps with the travel costs of going to Vegas for this World Series of Board Gaming tournament. Looks like... Actually, I have no idea what's going on here. Lost focus. Okay. So, Blue is getting... Oh, okay. They went to Interstellar Shipping. They used Infiltrate to go there. They went up and down. Okay, makes sense. So then they grabbed Training Drones. Okay, perfect. Makes sense. So, a lot of people go in combat here. We might need to adjust our strategy a bit, but we'll see. We'll keep playing. We have no water, but we can get a lot of water from this combat. I don't know how much we commit here now that Yellow's in, though. And we have no intrigue cards behind. And red has a million intrigue cards behind. We have a reveal of 1 specimen and 1 persuasion and a dagger for red, so they take a little bump up. I think we might just throw our Dreadnought in. Call it a day. I think that's fine. And do they buy something here? Looking like they're going to get Carino Jeans. Okay. I think that's a worthwhile buy. Do they have any grafting cards, though? I don't know if they do. Their deck is not that big, so they can definitely buy it. Their deck is actually... Have they bought a single card this game? Have they trashed? Oh, they bought Power Play. Okay. Their deck is 10 cards. They have no new cards in their deck, which I am just now realizing. Which is freaking hilarious, honestly. I guess that's how they've been able to get Diplomacy going every single round and their Ring going every round. Just not buying everything, keeping their deck lean, and then just pounding these guys out. They will grab Carino Jeans, though. So that is 2 Solari. And looking like... Okay, a Cull as well. So they'll thin out their deck a little bit more. Got to keep it at 10. Maybe that's probably why they bought Carino Jeans, so they could call out a dagger. Fair enough. Lannister. Hey, Orsky, Happy New Year in case I miss you, bud. Happy New Year to you as well. Hope everything's going well. Got to get a game in soon. And we have a tournament game coming up at some point as well. Pidge has been going for the Clown Baron get a million intrigue card strat, which has been hilarious to watch. It's not our turn, right? Okay, no, it's not. We definitely could do more work on this research track. But we got time. This game's moving pretty slowly, which is nice for us because we have more of a deck buildy strategy going. A turn here, so we're definitely playing G Manipulation. We get the added bonus of the Bene Gesserit card because we have Keys to Power in play. Where do we want to go with this? I think we want to get our Dreadnought in here. So we'll just go to Arakeen, draw a card. Hope we don't draw into exactly our Signet Ring. That'd be kind of annoying, but it's a 1 and 8. I don't think it's a huge deal. But I definitely want to get this value off. And I don't want to go to a... Yeah, I actually can't go to a... I mean, I could grab Mentat, I guess, but not worth it. So we are going to do it. Go to Arakeen. We'll gain a troop, draw a card. Diplomacy, not what we were looking for, but it's fine. We'll send in 1 Dreadnought. We're never beating yellow, and red has a million intrigue cards, so that's not happening either. So we'll just get 1 water for a Dreadnought. I think that's good value. We get to trash a card, and I think it's time that the dagger went, so we'll get rid of that. And we get 2 spice. And unfortunately, we cannot go to Highliner anytime soon because we drew our Diplomacy. I think that is it for us, though. Yeah, I don't want to commit a bunch of troops. Oh, man. This is a spicy game. We'll see if yellow or blue decides to put any troops in here. We have an experimentation from yellow. Yellow's been very diligent about playing their experimentation cards and getting the full value out of these research icons. And this will be a bump because they are 1 step away from getting it. Not too impactful, probably. I mean, it's half of a victory point, so it's good, but nothing like crazy they can do with this round. They have 1 water behind. No one has 2 water. So whoever wins this one is going to get great flat spice, which will be 6 spice next round. Jeffrey, sweet. Got home in time for my first Orsky live stream. Hey, good to see you. Thanks for joining in. I like to think that the live stream experience is a little bit different, but you never know. But a real long think here from yellow. I'd imagine you just go smuggling here, right? Like, you could get more troops in if you go to Imperial Basin, but you know red's beating you if they want to. They have a million intrigue cards. So just take your troops, take your collection. Happy to be here, mate. Gotta learn from the best. Thank you very much. I'm definitely not the best at Immortality. There's some real grinders out there, but I like to think that I'm getting there. Let's see here. So they are taking... Okay, so they take their beetle bump first. They're probably going to be the first ones to get this victory point and 2 spice. They collect. They'll grab their 2 troops. Do they go for the Solari here? They already have their Swordmaster. So it pretty much just to get their High Council seat. Or Dreadnoughts, possibly. They do grab the spice, though. Okay, maybe eyeing up one of these techs. Wind Traps is in the row, which is pretty good. Also, flagship can be insane. And that is everything. I didn't see where they took the bump. Oh, they increased the Fremen. Okay, they're going to start working on that alliance. We have, okay, so we have a trading drones here from Blue with a high priority travel, I believe. So they can use any spot as a combat space. Didn't see where they went, though. Oh, okay, they just got one spice. And they don't put any troops in. It's fine. We will reveal a dagger and a 1 persuasion. We're obviously not buying anything here. So that is a pass. A reveal here from Yellow reveals 3 total persuasion. Probably not buying anything here. Maybe, nah, they already have the spacing alliance. But it's good to get a High Council or Highliner access. But they'll just grab an Arrakis Liaison, call it a day. And I think that is, okay, Blue's reveal. They do have a card left. And they'll just reveal 1. Probably not buying anything. Well, they can't, right? Oh, no, they went, okay, they went tech negotiation, so they have 1 extra persuasion. They can get an Arrakis Liaison. As a longtime watcher, live stream is different. Nice to interact. Thank you. I appreciate that. I try to do a good job of reading all the chat messages as well. I probably missed some at some point, but luckily the live stream games are a little bit more laid back, so I don't have to like sweat too hard about min-maxing every little decision. I still try to make good moves, obviously, but it's not like a tournament game. Blue can trash here. We'll see if they elect to. Okay, combat. Okay, starting with red.
I've just conceded that I've lost this battle.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's how I feel with most
You know
Pidge
what, if you're
battles.
phrasing it like that, I'm gonna play this one instead.
Oh, good call. You did have the frame 1 pass, but I guess you were winning when you said that.
Oh,
Okay, I have nothing. You said you pass?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we lock down 3rd
I'll
place
also
here
be
for free.
playing this.
Ooh, red also plays Harvest Cells. When you lose at least 3 troops at the end of a conflict, get 2 specimens. Solid. Okay. And they do have the specimens to spend on reclaimed forces if they want. And looking like they will spend them. So they get 1 more bump on this track and another entry card. We have to remember they have the Alliance swords as well. So as long as they have spice, they can probably win a combat. I love this playstyle. It's actually like working too. That's the crazy thing.
Sorry, how did you go up there?
They use their specimens.
Can you spend it during combat?
Oh, that's a good point.
Read the card.
You may. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry.
So Pidge can use this to gain a card, and they do.
All right, take rewards.
Yep, we get 1 water. Very nice. 1 more water, and we can actually take advantage of the Great Flat, but I don't think we're getting there with Yellow having 3 water behind. Lannister, happy New Year's to chat, too. Wish I could play some games today. Good old Lanny needs some Dune time again. Yeah. Yeah, need you back. Oh, okay. We have an action-packed hand here. We'll save our Tleilax to Infiltrator. We'll probably go Experimentation with our first move. Just go to Shipping, I guess. This is a combat we can win pretty cheaply, I will say. Usually people don't commit too heavily for this one. We need to start getting victory points, too. If we play Experimentation with the research icon, we will move up to get another beetle and a specimen, which gives us an intrigue card at the top. We probably want to play Tleilax, so Infiltrator, but we don't have to do it right now. Unfortunately, we'll be 1 research off of actually getting the card draw off of this, but... Or actually, no, that's 2 for the intrigue. Never mind. I think we definitely go for the interstellar shipping play, though. What else would we want to do here? Yeah, we need more passive bumps, too. I think that's fine. We can just go for a nice setup turn. We can get some combat in as well. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything obvious here. I don't think there is, though. We could also eye up getting water from, like... Well, actually, we don't have any faction access, so we can't. I think this is good. Just do the simple play. Our Dreadnought got carried along there. We will take interstellar shipping here, move up 2. We get our research bump. We will go down here. Get our intrigue card and a specimen. So let's see what we get. Hopefully something good. Okay. That can work out if we can actually win a combat. We'll see if that's going to happen, though. By the way, Orsky, where do you live? Asking because it's kind of hard to watch streams since you start at 1 a.m. EU time. Ooh, that is rough. I live East Coast, United States. So this is 7 p.m. for me, which ends up being like an hour or two after I finish work. And I start work super early in the morning. So it's kind of tough for me to start at different times. If I do things on the weekend, I can obviously switch it up. But yeah, unfortunately, this time does kind of screw people that live in other time zones. But we have a Romber. Oh, okay. So they play Water Peddlers Union. Get another water. Okay. They're doing some stuff here. Oh, okay. They played, they trashed it. They went to this spot, got rid of an entry card to draw a card and get an entry card. Makes total sense. They went to the Great Flat. I think they got 6 spice out of that. Yep. 6 spice for 2 water. And they got the research bump. Okay. Why does Red have so many intrigues? I'm just here. Red has been pounding secrets, Carthag, and using their Signet Ring ability pretty much every chance they have. And it's been working out pretty well. They have as many victory points as we do, and we've been like diversifying our interests. So obviously we're doing something wrong here. They're set up very nice to win some combats in the future too, if they can get some troops in. Reading the chat, as always, explains the card. He seems like an East Coaster, New Jersey, New York type. Yeah, originally from New Jersey. I live in Pennsylvania now, though. So I think I still have a little bit of that New Jersey accent or some kind of monstrous combination of Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Not sure yet. If you had siege access, you could have voiced there and reserved Great Flat, LOL. Yeah, that would have been sick. But unfortunately, one off. And I wasted my diplomacy last round. We have a replacement eyes with convincing argument here. And blue's just going to grab some water for themselves. Maybe eyeing up a research station play. So they can trash to draw a card. And they'll get rid of their convincing argument they grafted to this. And draw a card. I do think this is a very good card. This is another card that I kind of underestimated, but actually much better in practice. Lets you thin out your deck and cycles itself. I don't know. Just seems good. If you had siege... Oh, okay. I already read that one. Pidge, you're doing the intrigue spam again? That tactic didn't work, bro. You know what? I feel like thinking out the strategy, it should suck, but it's actually not working too bad. I think it's because everyone's taking so long to get victory points, and we have not been working on the influence checks as much as we should as Leto, but I wanted to go more like combat strategy this round. But the thing is, I'm not winning combats because Pidge has a million intrigue cards and can pretty much just buy out any combat they want. And of course, Romber's going combat as well, which makes it a little bit tougher. Can replacement eyes trash itself? Yes, it can. And very relevant because you get the beetle out of it as well.
Get me a drink.
Sounds good. Replacements eyes card art. Yeah, it's a little freaky. I don't know if anyone's familiar with the books at all, but there is a character in the books that like gets their eyes burned out, and I guess replacement eyes is a pretty big thing that can go on there. But what do we want to do with our turn? That is the question. In fact, you get a scarab for trashing itself. Yeah, some nice bonus value there for sure. Usually that's a nice way to snag a victory point.
You're kind of playing with 2 decks here.
I was talking about it earlier. It's really funny, but also I feel like these add so much complexity to your turns, depending on what you get.
You have no idea what I'm going to do, and it's just not worth it to like go here to counter it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like there's so much other better things to do.
Okay, explain why it's 5 persuasion. Yeah, I thought it was overpriced at first. Hey, character, LOL, no spoilers. Oh yeah, I do not want to spoil it. I love the Dune books. I think I'm on the 4th book now. So I got through the original series, and I actually had some of the stuff spoiled for me, so I kind of want to avoid it for any future readers. I love the book. I've been recommending it to my family as well. It's definitely for a specific type of person. If you read the first one and you don't like it, I would not continue, because I think the first book was the best one out of them, out of the 3 that I've read so far. But so Red Ghost Secrets again. So no one's stealing that alliance, and they have a million entry cards, and no one can steal here. Tempted to go smuggling.
Yeah, I'm back.
We have Tleilaxu Infiltrator. We can voice and then go to a blue spot. We could go voice, reserve smuggling. Well, actually, so we'd have to play voice there because that's our only triangle access. We could go reconnaissance, go to Carthag, get some troops in. I kind of like that. We can save our Thalaxo Infiltrator for a smuggling play. I think that's fine. And then we leave ourselves some flexibility in case we want to get more troops in. And we would like some intrigue cards. And we also want to get off to the victor. So I think overall, this is a solid play for us. And if we win it, we get a victory point. So definitely more incentivized. Okay, a little bit of anti-synergy with Dreadnoughts, but I think this is fine. We are going to throw...
Only counter to intrigues. More
3 in.
intrigues.
I know.
I mean, this
I've
game
turned
is
to the dark
crazy.
side.
We are on round 6, and it's 4-3,
I know.
4-2.
Moving slow.
I don't.
Let's see here. We pound this combat. We do. We do. We'll see. If I don't think I'm going to win, or if I don't think I'm capable of winning, we'll just divert to smuggling. But we can force our way into Arakeen at least. So we can get 3 more troops in. It feels a little bit bad committing so hard to this when we have Conflict 3s coming up, but this is a victory point combat for us. And we do have Highliner Spice behind, so we're definitely set up to do good things next round if we want. We have to remember, though, Red can pretty much win a combat whenever they want, so... Red is taunting us with their intrigue cards. Oh, a flagship buy. Okay. They don't have the Solari to pay for the troops, but that is a victory point. So that is very relevant. Also kind of nice for us because now we don't have to worry about them getting the Highliners before us. Hopefully we can draw into access, but we do have 2 sources of access to the Highliner spot, which gives a ton of troops and water. So we'll see if we can get there. Real Dune, great series. It is. It really is. I wonder if it's possible for intrigues to run out, LOL. I have never seen it run out in my life. And Red is buying intrigue cards like crazy, and we're still at 47. So I'd be surprised. Maybe base game, before they add in an extra intrigue cards, it'd be possible, but I really don't think it is. Everyone would have to be playing like Baron, and there's only 2 spots on the board that give intrigue cards. So Lannister, it's not possible. I've tried. It doesn't surprise me that you've tried. And it also, yeah, I'm not surprised that it is like pretty much impossible as well. Are you looking for specific faction synergy or just anything to help in the combat? So at this point, if we have any kind of synergy going, it's a Bene Gesserit synergy. So a good purchase for us would be Reverend Mother Mohiam. I don't think we're going to be able to afford it, though. There is a Bene Gesserit sister on over to selected breeding. So Ikaz is going to do a little bit more trashing. Let's see what they decide to get rid of here. They can draw some cards as well. They haven't used their trading drones yet. They do have 1 action behind, so they could in theory. Every time I play against Pidge, I just load up Benny cards to get some sweet 2 for 1s. Oh, good card. Yeah. I guess this is a classic strat for Pidge. I feel like no one's really had access to secrets. Pidge has been going there like every round first action, which, hey, it works. Not getting any of those good intrigue cards stolen, and I'd have to imagine there's a decent chunk of endgame cards here. We know they don't have Grand Conspiracy, but we also have no points towards this, so... It's probably not super hard. We're going to be collecting, so we can get High Council Seat. If we get High Council Seat, it makes Spice Missile a little bit easier, so that's 2. But the 4 influence on the tracks we're definitely not getting, so we'd pretty much just have to get the Dreadnought, but with detonation devices, like, we're incentivized to blow up our Dreadnought, so I don't know if we're getting any points out of this. It's kind of a dud. We have an experimentation here from Red. They're going to go smuggling, okay. Bit of a denial there. I don't hate it. They can finally get working on this research track. They've pretty much been ignoring it. They do get 2 spice for going to the Imperial Basin as well, and it enables a Highliner in the future. And if Red goes Highliner with this many intrigue cards, then we know they're taking the combat down, especially because we know they have Allied Armada for 1 million swords. So, gosh, we really want to win this combat. We have technically 5 persuasion right now, which doesn't do anything for us, so doesn't really matter. Hollow Projectors comes off. Pretty good card. We still have so much Dune left to play. This is gonna we have not gotten a victory point in so long. What do we do here? So yellow can go to Hardy Warriors, get in 4 troops, an extra Dreadnought, and just like go to town here. Do they even do that though? Like, is it worth it for them? It's a pretty big commitment. Unfortunately, we don't have any combat intrigue cards, which makes it a little more complicated. Oh, never mind. Red giving up the Imperial Basin to go smuggling. That's fun. Doesn't really change anything for us. I actually think this might be a voice What cards do we have in our discard, first of all? We have our diplomacy in our discard, so we want to reshuffle. So we are going to play with Tleilax to Infiltrator to draw a card. I think we voice here to Arakeen and put our voice token on Hardy Warriors to stop yellow from getting too much more involved here. And hopefully we can win this combat. Get some extra spice out of it. And we get a victory point. I think that's reasonable. Yeah, let's go for it. And we get an extra action next round as well, which can be pretty huge. So let's just do the thing. We will play these two together. Go to Arakeen. We get to draw a card for Arakeen. Ah, there's a Signet Ring. It's fine, though. We need to cycle through our deck. We get to draw a card for Tleilaxo Infiltrator. Okay, so pretty high persuasion hand this round. We get to put in... I think we just throw them all in here, right? Where's the voice token? Oh, okay, they're giving it to me. Thank you. We're going to block Hardy Warriors to stop yellow from getting involved here. So if we put in 2 more, that puts us up to 11. But yellow can get in... What is this? 6 more with a Dreadnought and this. So that would put them to 12. So I think we actually have to put them all in if we want to win it. So that puts us up to 13. So as long as yellow doesn't have a combat entry card or a lot of daggers from hand, we're good here. Big if. Very, very big if, but that's the dream. Okay, so there is a diplomacy here into a still suits. Okay. So maybe our play blocked them from doing what they really wanted to do. We have a lot of troops in. We want to win this one. And this also isn't that good for yellow to win. Like, sure, they deny me a victory point, but these rewards for yellow, like, what are they? They don't need the Solari anymore. They have Solari coming in from Shuttle Fleet. Like, I don't know. We'll see. They actually pull back the diplomacy, so maybe they're changing their mind too. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what they end up going with here. Okay, they're going to refocus. So they have to shuffle their discard pile into their deck. 6 cards. And draw a new card. They have 4 cards right now. So they'll go up to 5. Maybe eyeing up a buy here. Fortunately, our reveal is going to be a little bit awkward. Because we only have 5. It might be worth blowing up the row, honestly. Although we could buy Appropriate and get a ship in for free. Get some very needed troops going. Get another bump. I think that might be the move. I don't know where we take the bump. We could work on the Emperor Alliance, I guess. But we know that Pidge has the Emperor Bump Intrigue card. So it's very easy for them to steal it from us. So we actually won't do that. We have a fold space here from yellow. Oh, okay, they're still going to still suits. They get a bunch of water. They're going to put it... Oh, they're going for it. Okay. They're going to draw a card. So maybe that means they drew in the Jameis. It gives them 2 swords. Dang. We committed a lot to this combat, too. We still have a lot of spice behind, though. So we're not dead in the water here if we don't win this combat. It would just be nice to win. Okay. So pretty big commitment of troops here. And we got to remember that Dreadnoughts count as 4 for Romber instead of 3. So that's why they have so much combat power in here. They're actually 1 behind us at 12. I don't think they can put any more in. Can they? 8, 10. Okay, so they're only putting in 2 Dreadnoughts and a troop here. So they just want to lock down second place? Unless they might be revealing a lot of daggers here. I'm not sure what they're doing. Ooh, man. Let's see. What options? We might blow up the road this round. I think I already said that, but... Oh, okay. I actually had this exact same thought process. Because I'm going to buy Appropriate. So we'll just do that. It's not a bad card for us, too. Let's just buy some stuff with Solari. We have the Emperor faction access. Oh, we see a usurp play here. With Desert Ambush. So they can force everyone to... Each troop... They can force an enemy unit to retreat.
This is like you can force units to retreat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as it's troops that you deploy.
So if I deploy 3, you guys have to retreat 3.
You have to choose. So it'd be 3 total.
Okay. I'm choosing all yellow.
It's troops. Troops.
No, troops deployed,
it's-
units retreat.
Yeah.
Units retreat. Well, hold on. Let me do the math here. Hold on. This gives you 6. So tied. I know Worski gets a point on this, possibly, but we'll retreat yellow.
Oh wow, I should have kept that one in. God damn.
That's why
Feels
I
bad.
gave you. That's why I hesitated. So are you sure? It's up to
It's
you.
one of the other extremes. Glad we know which one it is now.
Okay, so crazy play here.
That is rough.
Usurping with Desert Ambush to force Yellow to retreat all of their troops. Okay. Reveal a 5 for red. And they, did they buy something? Oh, no, they did not. Okay. Axion Engineer in the row now.
I was debating between that card and the Reverend Mother. But
Oh, Reverend Mother would have been dirty.
I thought, well, maybe
Oh,
you got your
Appropriate
card
goes.
and you get your whatever.
That's unfortunate for us. We were hoping to buy that. We could grab Axion Engineer, I guess. It's so bad, though. And we're probably not getting to the text in time. That was a crazy play. Oh, my gosh. So they retreat all of Yellow's troops there, which is obviously awesome for us. I can't believe they did that. They said they were doing some kind of math here. I'm not sure how the map works out. Wait, troop is not dreadnought. Unit is a dreadnought, though? Yeah. Yep. Exactly. So they have to deploy troops, but they can force units to retreat. So we'll reveal here. We have 5 persuasion. Do we want any of these? I think the answer is no. So let's use... Did not mean to do that. Let's put that back. Okay, so we trash the row, and Stilgar comes up, which is perfect. This card's great. We might as well buy it.
The only way to be sure.
That's a lot of daggers.
Yoink. Okay. So pretty good come up here. Stilgar is very powerful. 5 cost card rather. Gives you water and reveals for 3 daggers with combats coming up. And we have Highliner. Should be interesting. Pretty big reveal here. 5 persuasion. Did they nuke the row? Oh, they did. So new row. Still see manufacturer comes off. Pretty good if you have the from an alliance. But overall, these cards are kind of not that good. So a little bit of a disappointing situation here for yellow. They definitely have 5, right? They didn't go to tech negotiation. Yeah, so... they end up grabbing Stillsuit Manufacturer and Guild Bankers comes off. Wow, wow, wow. This is a very relevant card. And they will reveal 4 Persuasion, a Solari, and a Dagger. So they can't get Guild Bankers here. Guild Bankers being so good because it lets you get potential double Spice Mist Flow turns if you can get up to 12 Persuasion in a turn. That, and it just makes it so much easier to buy a Spice Mist Flow if it comes up. Guild Bankers, absolute S tier card. I think it's got to be that one. But blue is eyeing up Bene Gesserit Initiate a little bit, but I don't think there's a decision to be made here. You grab Guild Bankers every time and call it a day. Oh, are they going to do it? I mean, obviously we hope that they don't. Okay, they go for the Bene Gesserit Initiate. So Guild Bankers will stay. Oh, there's the Tleilaxu Master, the infamous card. Only really relevant for blue and yellow, probably at this stage of the game. But I mean, it does give you nice rewards. So it's not the worst thing for us to get, but powerful card.
Blue, you better win this. You better win this combat.
You don't have to do anything you don't want to do, Blue. Just...
All right, I think I did all the things. Oh, yeah. So
I will pass.
I will pass.
Okay.
Wow, I hope.
So blue passes here. We get the Mentat for next round. We get an Intrigue card, which is huge. Not that good, but we also get 2 Solar. So we can actually fund this. So that's actually a pretty big pickup. And we can detonate our Dreadnought for another victory point. So 2 points out of detonation devices. We go up to 5. We're still... Oh, we did not mean to do that. Where's detonation devices? There we go. So we're up to 5 now. We're doing work. This game's moving so slow. And I will play this. Almost forgot. Would have been mad at myself later. Okay, everybody good? Okay, huge. So we get 3 spice for winning the combat as well. Okay, we will grab the Mentat again because we forgot. I don't know where these things are supposed to normally go. I'll just put them over there. All the stuff's getting messed up because I have too many units now. So we have 4 actions this round, which is kind of crazy. Oh, and we got the Stilgar pickup. Unfortunately, no access to Highliner, which makes things a little bit awkward. But I think we're still okay. Desert Ambort says unit. Troop is a cube. Unit is a cube or dreadnought. Oh, I thought it was the other way around. Yep. DA can push out cubes or dreadnoughts, but you must deploy cubes to qualify. Yep, exactly. Michael, that Baron, LOL. Yep. The Baron is doing some pretty funny clown Baron things here. Just grabbing intrigues like crazy. Honestly, not going terrible either. They're 1 victory point behind. And they can easily get 2 victory points from the faction tracks. Fortunately for us, if we start actually working on these faction tracks, which we really should, we can make great headway here. So starting out with a Jameis here to probably Hardy Warriors. Yep, Hardy Warriors. So they're going to dump troops in here. Economic supremacy. So there is a victory point for 2nd place here. Kind of a shame that we don't have Highliner access, but we should definitely be drawing into it next turn. We have so many cards. We actually need to draw, I think. And they will trash out a dagger with their Jameis. Makes sense. So I don't think that we're ever getting first, but it's very possible we get 2nd place here. And 2nd place is a victory point, so this is very relevant. I think we're giving up on the Dreadnought Dream. But Blue's Dreadnought Dream is very much alive. They're going to go Highliners here. Okay. So I don't think we'll be getting any victory points out of this one. So maybe this is just a rebuild turn, which is a little bit unfortunate. Well, we'll see how it goes. Shouldn't there be extra spice on triangle spaces? Oh yeah, like Great Flat and these. You know what? I was not paying attention when when the thing happened. I don't remember if people went here or not. Yeah, honestly, don't remember. If anyone wants to like rewind a few seconds and confirm whether or not there should be spice here, let me know. But anyway, Red is going to throw in 1,000,000 troops. So their combat power is 19 off of 1 Highliner ship. So we're not getting involved with this combat at all. We're going to just play a setup game here. Probably go Stilgar, grab some water, then we can go to Research Station, draw a bunch of cards. Maybe get a High Council seat. We'd like to go smuggling, actually. Or Interstellar Shipping, rather. We can go Interstellar Shipping, pick up Wind Traps. And then go Research Station, draw a bunch of cards. I think that's reasonable. Red will collect, get 2 troops, gain a bunch of Solari. And where do they want to take their bump? Probably start working on the Emperor track. We know they have the Emperor bump entry card, so they might as well set themselves up to get some extra troops in a future turn. I think our goal is to get a Spiceman slow this turn. You can always sped up for next round. Yep, that's the plan. Oh, they grabbed Wind Traps from us. That's a little annoying. Did they? Oh, they used Appropriate. Okay. So they will grab the water from us. Pretty big denial, actually. I mean, it's not a huge deal. We can always just go to Interstellar Shipping with Stilgar to get the water anyway. A little bit awkward, though. Spice is good. Yellow went Great Flat. Remember, it was a whole thing. Blue went Haga Basin. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, yeah, so there shouldn't be any shipping or any spice on the spots. What do we want to go? I need to decide here. Do I want to go with Stilgar or... Oh, and Blue also used trading drones as well. That's how they were able to get so many troops in. Always got to remember the techs. Trading drones giving you an extra troop every single round. So we're definitely going Interstellar Shipping here. I am curious what this tech is. I kind of want to flip it over. Because that'll decide whether or not we want to go up and down here. Where do we take the bump? Probably with the Fremen. Although, if we're playing Stilgar to our Fremen spot... Ooh, Spy Satellites comes up. That's 7 spice for a victory point. It's also worth 2 victory points to us right now, and then we can ignore faction trade spaces, which is kind of attractive. But we know Red's getting this alliance, so we have no chance of getting there. So this might be a hollow projectors. I'm torn. This actually just might be a no-tech situation. We could also go troop transports, but I don't really care about getting troops into this combat because we're definitely not getting anything too good here. So I do think this is an experimentation. We'll go up and we'll go down and up. get our bump. I guess we'll just grab it with the Fremen. All the alliances are pretty much locked down at this point, so we'll just work on getting friendships and getting a, what's it called this round? What's the word? Spiceman Slow. If we want to get a Spiceman Slow, though, we need to play Stilgar. Red can beat us to Research Station, which is a little bit unfortunate. Actually, everyone can. And I imagine they would, right? Which makes me not want to play into that too much. Obviously, getting our High Council seat is important. Unfortunately, we don't have a great card to do that with. If we go up and down, we can hollow projectors out our reconnaissance so we can get better options here. So that might be worth doing as well. Hollow projectors is really good. Do we want to waste the spice? Yeah, there's no way we ever win this combat. So I think we do just... We'll go with the play that makes sense, first of all. So we'll go interstellar shipping. We get our research. I do think we go this way. So we can get a Solari. So actually with that, we could probably just collect for spice here. Do we just grab spy satellites? Who else is helped by spy satellites? Red would get 2 victory points out of it. We get 2 victory points out of it. And then we can just hard race Red on the Emperor Alliance, which could be pretty funny. And this is worth a victory point by itself. So I think we do it. Because what else are we spending the spice on anyway? We're going to go Highliners maybe once. So yeah, we'll go up and down. We'll grab spy satellites for 2. We'll get our 2 troops set up for the next round's combat. Mimic Film comes up. It's pretty good. So now we're effectively at 7 victory points here. And we can just chase Red on this alliance, I guess. Because this is the only realistic one we're getting. Yeah, might as well. We're probably not going to win it, but whatever. At least we can play into Grand Conspiracy a little tiny bit. And I think that's everything, right? Did I grab my spice? I don't think I did. Did I grab Solari? I actually do need Solari for reinforcements later, so I think I do go for Solari. Okay. It also enables Mentats and stuff like that, so it's not too bad. Oh, okay. So here is a test of humanity here. A little bit annoying. And they also deny the research station play. So we do have to get rid of a card here. I guess we'll get rid of Reconnaissance. Least relevant card for us right now. They go to research station. They get to the end of the track. They get a victory point off the late action track. Very, very relevant. Looks like Red will get rid of a convincing argument. So we're definitely not getting a Spiceman Slow this round, but this is definitely a very awkward setup round. Blue gets rid of replacement now. It's interesting. Oh, I guess they only have 2 cards left because they discarded for Dreadnought, so probably a tough decision there. They're actually not going to get to use all of their actions because of that. That's why Test of Humanity can be so annoying. Yeah, if nobody went to one of the 3 space sources, that spice, which is empty, gets an extra spice. Oh, yeah. During games, RL, we just stack them at the end of every round. Oh, yeah, you'd be getting a ton of spice at the end of every round in that case. Yeah, once someone goes there, they collect the extra spice that built up. Bene Gesserit initiate out of blue. Okay, so they will get the extra action. That's nice, at least. They'll go to Arakeen, so they get 2 cards here. What are we doing this round? Oh, okay. Red ended up getting rid of Carino Jeans. Oh, and blue did end up throwing in the extra troop from Arakeen, so they are at 21 while yellow is at 16 combat power. And blue can afford to buy the second victory point. We are set up for a very big round next round. That's why maybe I just grab High Council seat this round. We actually don't have a lot of cards. And we have no way of drawing them either. We could go Mentat, I guess, but it's kind of bad. Super awkward turn. We would have liked to have gotten Arakeen. This is why Test of Humanity is kind of annoying. There's the favorite subject, so they do lock that alliance down, which is what we were expecting. So it's not a big blow to us. We didn't need the other things, though, so it's worth at least maybe getting a victory point out of it in the future. Oh, and that is a activation of the Master Stroke, and they get a bump with the Guild and the Emperor, so we're never getting the Emperor Alliance, which is totally fun. It would be so nice if we could get Grand Conspiracy. Do we just try to, like, push this? Because we can push to 4 with 2 different tracks now that we're not worried about alliances or getting the other friendships. We're going to get our High Council seat. We're going to get our Spiceman Slow. Maybe we play into this. Try to get some Dreadnoughts. It's kind of dumb, but it could also be fun. We definitely want to play Stilgar here. We could just go to... we do want to play Stilgar here. We could go to Siege, get a troop. We could collect spice. We have a lot of spice already, though. This is awkward. Awkward turn. We would love to have drawn. We really can't do much of the combat. Red might honestly win this combat. We just want to set up for next round's combat. Did we just grab the High Council seat? I would like to grab High Council seat. I wish we could grab a Dreadnought this round, but we definitely can't. So where do we go with Stilgar here? It's not an easy call. We don't really need to go to Still Suits. It doesn't do much for us besides giving us an extra water, which we really don't need. Maybe we just grab the spice here. We give red an extra spice, but I don't think that's too big of a deal. And it gives us 2 water for Research Station next round for the Spiceman's Flow. Do we grab High Council seat? Okay, maybe we grab High Council seat first, because there might be a little bit more competition for that. Yeah, let's deny the High Council seat to somebody else. I think that's fine. And we'll take it from there. Ah, man. How many intrigue cards would you like? Baron, yes. Yeah, they have not slowed down on the intrigue game at all, which makes it awkward for us because then we can't get intrigue cards. Still doesn't have siege checks? No, and we never will. Because I'm probably not going to get the other victory point because we have Spice Headlights now. So we have the victory point from there without doing anything for it. So we're at 7. And we just need to get, I guess, set up for a very big combat next round. Still Suits is worth the point to you, though, and the siege access. So Still Suits isn't worth the point just because we have Spy Satellites. So this is worth 1 point where you have, for each faction, where you have 1 influence or less. So we're getting that that fragment point in the end game, regardless. So we don't have to go there. The siege access might be relevant later, but I might just grab the spice, unless yellow denies us the spice, which is exactly what happened. A little unfortunate we couldn't make use of the mentat we got, but not a big deal. So they do draw a card. They might be able to get a spice whistle this round. We have a signet ring here. They'll go to Siege Tabor. Siege Tabor, rather. They can acquire a card. You got to get Guild Bankers now. You got to get it. Right? It's so good. Yep, they grab it. Missionaria comes up. It was nice watching you, but it's 3 a.m. Gotta go. Hey, thanks for joining in, and thanks for staying so late, staying up so late to watch in the first place. Red's move here. They reveal 2 and a dagger. I wonder if Red's just gonna go ham with the intrigue cards this round and try to win this combat. They might be able to, which is the crazy thing. Blue does have 3 intrigue cards behind, but they might at least try to spend intrigue cards to get second place here. So now, it's kind of funny because we actually just have to play the Still Seeds, which isn't a big deal. We get extra water, but... So the other question is, would we want to just reveal it for 6 persuasion? Anything in the row we want for 6. We could grab the Tleilaxian Master. I don't think it's relevant at this stage of the game, though. And we can always just trash Spy Satellites if we end up getting the points naturally from the other tracks. So I think this is fine. We'll just go to Still Suits. We're not going to throw anything in because we're not getting anything. Yeah, I don't mind this. Okay, so we ended up going there anyway. So we'll just get a bunch of water for ourselves. Get a water from Stilgar. We're not going to throw in any troops. And we'll see how it goes. If red wins, they get all 3 points, though. That's a good call. But we know that one of their entry cards costs 2 spice to play. One of their combat entry cards, so... Less likely that they get them all without playing that card in particular, but... Ooh, a Duncan Loyal Blade from yellow. Very relevant. Lets you trash it on reveal to deploy any number of their troops from the garrison. And they have a lot of troops in the garrison, so... If they end up drawing back into this, we have to remember they have this. If they start playing weird where they're not putting in troops, could be relevant. Blue reveals just 1 persuasion. Doubt they're doing anything. They do get a beetle, though. Yep, because they are at the 1 DNA marker level. So they get the beetle, they get an intrigue card. We can actually grab a negotiated withdrawal here. It's kind of nice. Gives us a troop. And 2 persuasion. It's 4 a.m. I have to get up at 10 a.m. to go shopping and prepare for New Year's Eve dinner, but I cannot stop watching. I have to see what the Baron will do at the end. I know. It is interesting to see how this strat is going to work out for Baron. See if it works out for them. It might, honestly. They're like, this is a very close game. They're 1 victory point behind. They can definitely do it. Same here. I'll keep watching tomorrow. Good luck, Gorski. See you, Garame. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, that's the combat. So, wait, is that... What's going on here? Okay, someone accidentally hit... Someone accidentally did combat.
All right, so I need to pass.
I guess... Is it my turn? I can just... Oh, I actually can't set it to my turn.
You need to turn turns back on, I think.
Oh, okay.
The option server or option turns.
There we go.
Yep. All right. So I'm gonna pass.
There we go. Okay. I reveal 4. I'll just grab negotiated, get myself a troop. And I will spend... Guess I'll hold off on spending my my specimens. I'm not spending my specimens here to get the bump or get the troops, just because if I get my research, I could go here and still get the point out of it. I was really tempted to get the troops though for the next combat, but I'm gonna pass for now. I think we're in combat.
Yeah, I think it's just...
Yeah, it
everyone
might be
click their
broken
reveal
now.
turn.
So we start out with yellow. Playing
Click the-
anything?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Blue.
Considering the
pass?
amount of conflict cards that I've got, I mean,
That's 3 points for you if you win this.
Yeah.
I might as well try.
Here you go. Go crazy. It's Clown Baron, motherfucker.
Let's go. Oh, what is it?
Winning.
Spy Satellites as Leto seems
That's
not the
just
best,
like,
though.
oh,
Normally,
it's
it's not. And normally, the ideal strategy with Leto is to just pump out faction access, get a bunch of points, and try to win early. I went for a more combat strategy with detonation devices and like combat-oriented cards and stuff. So I haven't been pushing the tracks as much this game. So it's not as bad, and it was worth 2 points to me.
I'll play these two.
Oh, okay. So we have an ambush and a master tactician. So that's 7 swords. So they jump out of yellow. Okay. Yellow.
Pass.
Blue.
Pass.
Okay. That's it.
Hmm.
So red steals the victory point from yellow.
Yeah,
Ooh.
2.
I still have a chance to play something, but
So that means we know
Okay,
red has some combat entry cards behind as well. Big denial from yellow,
Oh, no.
which is actually exactly what I want to see. Yellow's our biggest threat right now, victory point wise.
you know, I'm feeling ballsy.
I like it.
You would like it.
Hmm.
Oh, they
I
can
don't
play
know if
another
I
one.
play this.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
Okay, they
so
might
after the
continue
last
on
place
here.
person here.
I don't want to lose my 2 spice.
Oh man.
Oh,
So
true.
we know that they have Allied Armada, which
Go
gives a
back
ton
to
of
1
swords.
and just 2 points to the 3.
So if they go for it, they get 2 victory points if they
I'm gonna
win.
play it.
Oh, they're going for it. Allied Armada comes out, paying 2 spice for what is that? 7 swords. So that'll put them up to
Let's
24.
play.
All right. Well.
Okay,
gotta
so there's
try,
the vicious
right?
talents out of blue.
I've
So
already
that
moved on.
is 4 daggers for them because they're at the 1
Oh,
DNA
then
level
I'll
up
play
here.
This.
Okay, so red plays gruesome sacrifice, lose 2 of their troops in the combat to get a beetle
Let me just
and
make sure I'm
2
still
specimen
at yellow.
icons.
All right, I played 14 daggers plus that's 15. Wow, I've got a lot of daggers. So 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, I kind of messed that up. I think I might have moved yellow before or something.
And then I pass. Yeah.
Okay, so
But I do
red
get
still
a
gets the
victory point
combat.
with that. And 2 specimen.
Oh, okay. So they get the bump on the research track. So they get a victory point from here. They get a victory point from the combat as well. So pretty big. Pretty big.
Well, it's pretty
Blue gets
pricey.
2
points
victory
for me,
points
but-
for the cost of 6 flight. And everything's pretty much status quo. We're all around 6. So, and we're set up
Very
for
anything
pricey
at
for
this
me
point.
too.
a very powerful combat.
But I'm glad I got something out of Blue's hand.
Last thing is Blue. You just have to send off your Dreadnought to one of the spots.
All right, thank you.
I will win a
Of
combat one
course.
day.
Okay, and Blue denies the Imperial Basin. Okay, next round. Okay, so this is our combat to win. Yellow has a ton of garrison, though, so it's going to be hard to beat them. They also have Highliners. Spice, we need to draw into our diplomacy on our first draw here. We have 8 cards, so... we didn't get it. Oh, man, we really needed to go Highliners this round. That means it's in the bottom 3. Okay. Ooh, unlucky. So Baron, only 4 intrigues, weak Baron. Yeah. Baron has come back down to earth, which is great. We wanted them to spend a lot of their combat intrigue cards so we could win. The only problem is now that Yellow has the Solari for flagship, and they have a gigantic garrison, and they have Duncan Loyalblade, which they can trash to get a bunch of troops into the combat. So this is going to be a tough one for us to win. We're never getting off Grand Conspiracy, right? Maybe. Maybe. We're 2 bumps away from getting the 4+ on 2 tracks. We have the High Council seat. We'll be able to get the Spiceman's Flow. We can go for a big draw turn here. Oh, Talaxo Infiltrator. So we could still go Highliner after a draw. We can use our Signet Ring to catch up on one of the tracks, get 2 troops in as well. Okay. We can do some stuff this turn. Yellow decided not to play a combat intrigue card that last combat, even though it potentially could have cost them a point. So I think the read is that Yellow has no combat intrigue cards. So important to keep that in mind. They could always get more, obviously, but... Okay, so Baron is either a very skilled bluffer or they are out of combat cards, at least big combat cards. Yes, I agree. I think they would have pushed that for the victory if they had it, but... I'd imagine, given how many intrigue cards they've cycled through, that they are probably holding on to endgame victory points at this point, or maybe some of the intrigue cards that require High Council seat that they haven't been able to play. But looking like a very quick high priority travel here from Blue. Now, where are you going to go, Blue? And we're going to have our work cut out for us to beat Yellow here. Oh, it's going to be so hard. They have so much combat power. Really wish we drew into Axis. Maybe they didn't draw into Highliner Axis, though. We shouldn't just assume they did. They're going to go to Interstellar Shipping and move up 2. Okay. So they'll just set up for another round. Not the strongest turn at this stage of the game, but... Okay. Oh, grabbing the Spice instead. Probably more relevant. But we shall see. Okay. And where did they go? Okay, so they just went through the Great Flat. That's fine. Why did they get a troop? Oh, okay, they grabbed their training drones troop. Makes sense. They get 1 extra troop every single round. We have a lot of resources here. And we can officially draw... So we would get pretty unlucky by not getting exactly... Because we can draw 2 cards here. So as long as Diplomacy isn't the last card in a deck, we're in good shape. It could be, which would be unfortunate. Oh, that'd be so bad. We really need it to not be the last card. We have a Signet Ring here from the Baron. They're going to go to the Haga Basin, grab 3 more Spice for themselves, set up for their own potential Highliner play, which is kind of not good for us. Is Diplomacy in their discard? That is the question that I'm currently asking myself, and it is not. So they definitely have access to Highliners now. I don't think they trashed it, that's for sure. So we should plan around Baron probably going Highliners with their second action here. But I don't think that's a big deal, because we have Talaxo Infiltrator. So we can get there regardless if someone else goes there. We're actually just hoping that Yellow doesn't get there. I do think we Signet Ring here and draw a bunch of cards with Research Station, and then go from there. We could always go Voice, block off Highliner. It is a little bit better than the Signet Ring play. Actually, that's a lot better. And it denies red Highliners and potentially... Okay, I should have been remembering that I have the Voice. So this should be fine. Yeah. Yeah, this is just too good of a play. Oh, this is so funny. So we're going to go to the voice. We're going to go to the research station. We draw 2 here. There's our diplomacy. Thank goodness. And we can now block off a spot. We will be blocking highliners every day of the week. And we will send in 2 of our troops. I'll get them going. Don't think there's anything else. Oh, we have to move our research token. That is, of course, very important here. So we can take the bump here and go to get 1 point with the Emperor track. Chase red a little bit, make them worried. Although the Beetle is worth a victory point with this, with our discard of the things. So that is a little bit tough. How bad do we need these troops is the question we have to ask. Because we can use our Signet Ring to get the troops in as well. I think we actually take the Beetle here. As fun as it would be to go for the bump. Yeah, because this is just a free victory point. We can't leave this hanging. Because we have the specimens to play Reclaimed Forces to get an extra bump to get the victory point. So we got to do that. Okay. I think we're good. A very quick Arrakis liaison here from yellow. They'll just go to Siege Tabor. Okay. And very quickly throwing in their 2 dreadnoughts and a troop. Their dreadnoughts are, of course, worth 4 instead of 3. And they play flagship, which is an extra couple of troops. So big commitment here. This is going to be a tough combat. I'm surprised they didn't go Carthage, actually. What does that water play tell us? That's interesting. I think we still push this combat. We can definitely still win it. We have reinforcements behind. And then we just draw a bunch of cards, maybe? Try to get up to our Spice Them Slow. What are we at here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we actually don't have enough for a Spice Them Slow right now, but I don't think it's too important that we play into that. I don't think it's a big deal. We'll see what blue decides to do here. They'll go Court Intrigue. Okay, they're just going to grab their victory point here from the friendship with the Emperor track. So they go up to 6 now. Everybody in this game at 6 points. And they can use this to put their intrigue card at the bottom and draw a new one, which is what they're doing up here. So they get to cycle out one of their intrigue cards. Voice. Oh, yeah. Should have realized I had the voice play. It tells you yellow is eyeing Hardy. Oh, that is true. That is very true. We could deny the Hardy Warriors play, but I don't think it's that great for us. Yeah, I think we just go for Highliners. Are we going to beat yellow after all this commitment, though, is the question. So we can go to Highliners. We can get 5 more troops plus the 1. That's a lot more combat power. I actually don't think we'll be able to win this. We have 6 troops in our garrison. So we'd have to start removing our troops from our tanks. And we need those tank points. I actually... Oh, man. Did we just forfeit this combat again? Oh, man. Did we just do it again? Oh, gosh. I don't think we can beat yellow on this combat. I really don't. If they're going to go Hardy Warriors, they get a ton more troops in. This comes off now. Oh, man. Yellow's saying MVP because they think we got this combat, but we only have 6 troops in our garrison because of our specimens, and we don't want to give up our specimens because we need that bump to get our extra victory point. Are we really going to put off getting a combat victory for another round? I do think this game's going to go another round, so it might not be the biggest deal, but we're pretty upset. Man, I definitely should have just spent these on the point earlier. We're really running into a roadblock here with troop combat, with troop numbers. So let's say we get in all of those 6 troops, 7, 8, and 9. That would put us up to 18 combat strength. We have no combat intrigue cards. This we would have to spend from our garrison. I think yellow outguns us every time, and there's nothing we can do about it. So it's not worth playing into Highliners. They have 2 actions left. They can go to a bunch of combat spats. We just don't win. So if we're giving up on Highliners, where do we go from there? We can go to Signet Ring to draw a card. Our last card is the card that gives us 2 spice. We could go Mnemonic Film. We could go Tech Negotiation, Mnemonic Film as well. I think we just do that. As gross as that is. Puts us at 6 spice, so we can go there next round. Oh, man. I think we just play into Grand Conspiracy here. Right? I think we do. So if we go and grab 2 extra persuasion, that would put us at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we could play one more card. We could play our Signet Ring. We really only get screwed if we go exactly, if we lose that on that spot. Tough. I do think we grabbed the Mnemic Film, though. We do get Spice out of this, but I don't think that's too relevant here. I'm taking way too long with my turn. I know. But I think I just pivot to the Spice Flow. I really do. It's boring, but we never beat yellow here. So let's just do it. We will go to Tech Negotiation. We get an extra Persuasion. We'll grab Mnemic Film for 1 Spice. So we still have enough Spice for a next round thing. Mimic Orders comes up. Okay. Okay, so luckily with that play now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The 10 being big so we can play one more card from our hand. Ideally we would play our Signet Ring and just take a bump with the Emperor track, maybe set up to get a Grand Conspiracy point later. This is a weird play. But I don't think we beat yellow, especially if they go to Hardy Warriors. There's no way. They just have too much combat power. It's a little unfortunate because we're not going to force their hand with by making them go to Hardy Warriors here. So they can actually get away with a pretty cheap combat. The thing is, though, if they decide to skimp out here and not go on the combat, we can always late commit. It's just so annoying because we're limited by our troops in the specimen tank. I wish that wasn't such a big limiting factor here. Something I need to keep in mind for the future, too. I need to spend these things if I'm going to go for a big combat-heavy round. Ooh. Test of Humanity. So you can discard a troop or lose a deployed troop. We need to hold on to our cards here. So they go to Carthag to get the intrigue. Do we need to hold on to the... Do we lose the troop or discard a card here? We are very interested in going experimentation here. Would be pretty nice. If we could lose the troop, we can still do that. I don't think the troop's too relevant for us, so we'll just lose the troop. So, didn't lose the card, which is nice. And we still get an extra action this round. Played my first game of Immortality yesterday as Duke Leto. I got Guild Ambassador, Shifting Allegiance, and play Laxing Match the research track added to my Spice collection. Went to Highliners 3 times and then won. Yeah, that setup sounds amazing. I'm not surprised that you won. That's crazy. Ooh, the Play Laxu Master usurp play. So that'll get rid of Play Laxu Master. Now, where do they go with this? They're going to grab their High Council seat. Okay. And they can acquire a card that costs 6 or less. So, Guild Accord comes off. They do have 4 Spice. That could be very relevant. I think you could either go Guild Accord or if you need the water now. Okay, they do grab that. Guild Ambassador comes off. Very relevant for yellow, specifically. They do have 3 cards left, so they might be able to afford it. Okay, and there goes Slay Action Master. It is, of course, trashed after it's used. So we don't get to see any of those shenanigans. We have 2 Persuasion and 2 Specimens here. So I'd imagine they would be spending these Specimens now in the reveal. I don't think anyone has Reverend Mother Mohiam. That got discarded, so we don't have to worry about a double discard. Yellow did end up putting in more troops when they went to Carthage, so that's good to know. So we're never beating them. Red reveals here, and blue has no actions left, so we're going to get 2nd place in this combat with 1 troop, which is really funny. What sets us up best for next round is what I have to ask myself here. I actually don't think we use our Signet Ring ability because we need the Spice for... Our last card is the card that gets 2 Spice and has... guild access, so we will be holding on to that. We got to hope for a 2 combat round next round. Dang, what sets us up the best? We could get water. Set up for another research station turn next round. That could be pretty relevant for us. We're going to go at the 7 here. We are effectively at 8 with Spy Satellites, giving us an extra point from the Bene Gesserit that we don't have. And we'll get a victory point from the Spice and Flow. So we're effectively at 9. Do we grab the water? Stuff for a research station play next round. We definitely don't want to draw. We want to save our Highliner access. So if we're not drawing, I think we just go still suits, call it a day. We save our troop. We could go to secrets as well, get an intrigue card. That could also be really relevant. But we need to bail ourselves out of a potential trash draw and enable ourselves to get a Spice and Flow point next round. So I think this is diplomacy every time. 2 still suits for the water. Let me double count my persuasion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we're still good. So we'll go diplomacy. We'll go to still suits. We'll get the water. We won't put the troop in because we have second place without it. And that's it. Hopefully no one makes us discard a card here somehow. Secrets, intrigue, and steal. Oh, yeah, I could. I think despite how good it would be to get the intrigue card and the potential steal, getting the water for research station next round for the almost guaranteed Spice and Flow point is just a little bit higher consistency. But I think both plays have merits. We have a real 1, 3 persuasion, 5 persuasion, and a specimen. So they get the specimen for themselves. They could grab Gold Impersonator, I guess. Thinking about it, actually. I'll wait until after you play, but my advice was to signet to Dreadnought and get memo card to set up the conspiracy. Conspiracy. I'm not sure what the conspire, maybe? Dreadnought would be nice. I have to get 2 of them for this point to come active. Ooh, long reach comes up. S tier card, I think, but obviously not relevant here at this late stage of the game. We will reveal. Get a Spice and Flow. I will spend my specimens for the bump. I think it took away my... Oh, okay, I just put on top of detonation devices for some reason. I think that's it. Grand Conspiracy. Oh, I see what you're saying. That would definitely help out, yeah. Getting the 2 Dreadnoughts. I'd have to go a little bit out of the way for the Dreadnoughts, but I do think it could be a nice little punt towards that. It would be tough to get to the 4th point on one of these other ones, but I think it's doable. I don't hate that play. I think it could have worked out well. Okay, combat. I will pass. Ooh, the Master Tactician to retreat 3 troops. Okay. I don't hate it. I think that's a solid play. Combat next round. Okay. So we will grab the intrigue card and the 2 spice. I think the spice is just better. Fan IMGs, that sounds fun to play, but terrifying to be on the wrong side of.
Oh, good.
Yeah, another player got Gola and Long Reach. Another player had Show of Force and a whole bunch of... Yeah, there are some really crazy combinations that can come in this game and just like wreck everything. There's our keys to power. So we have guaranteed Highliners access. We have Stilgar as well for a bunch of daggers. We're winning this combat. And fortunately, yellow does not have enough Solari for this. Ugh, it's Grand Vision though. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, man. There's only 1 combat left. Kind of crazy. You need to send off one of your Dreadnoughts.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, you're good. Blue, you get yours back. Okay. You do have to send off your Dreadnought after winning. So a little bit less strength for them. Bad combat. Yeah, a little unfortunate. We were planning on going in on this one. We have a kind of a crazy play here with negotiated withdrawal. We could potentially steal an alliance here. We can't get our Dreadnoughts going. Yeah. But we could activate Grand Conspiracy to get the extra point. We need to get a Spice and Flow this round for sure. I guess if we were planning to go Highlanders, we really didn't need to get the water in retrospect. But there weren't many places we could send that card anyway. There is the Memo Quarters from Red. So they get a bump somewhere. We'll see where they decide to take it. Yeah, we have an interesting turn here. So we're never getting the point from this track. So we don't have to worry about experimentation here. We get a bump on negotiated withdrawal. Do we ever think we can steal an alliance here is the question. We could start pumping up the guild. Because even if we don't get the alliance, we could still threaten to take the alliance. And it kind of hurts Yellow's turn too. Oh, Yellow's collecting on the shipping track though. So it doesn't matter there anyway. I still think we go... Do we go Highliner still? We go get keys to power to G manipulation. Oh, it's such an annoying round for us. Do we just grab our Dreadnought here? Try to set up for if we win the combat, we can get an extra victory point out of it with detonation devices. This is interesting. I kind of want to draw the card right now, to be honest. And just hope that Highlanders is still there. I think we do just draw the card, right? Oh, man. I'm taking way too long on my turns. I'm basically trying to decide whether or not I go Highlanders to start out here, and I don't think I do. As crazy as that sounds. I really want to get my my Dreadnought. I guess I'll ignore negotiated withdrawal. Because maybe I don't, though, because I want Grand Conspiracy points. Tough. I think we'll just ship it, though. Because then at least we can do G manipulation to get some more spice. We can buy something. We really need to draw cards, though. I think we go for the card draw first. How much persuasion? We have a ton of persuasion, so maybe it doesn't matter if we get the card draw. Yeah, let's do it. Let's try to win this combat. Maybe we can steal an alliance out of it. We'll get all these delicious troops. We'll send them all in. Why not? We get 2 spice from this card. It's always nice. It helps set up for our Grand Conspiracy as well. We just need to get our Emperor and our Guild up 1, and we get an extra bonus point there. I think this is a good play. We'll see what Yellow decides to do here. Yellow does get a victory point out of winning this combat because they can go with the Bene Gesserit. They'll start out with their diplomacy here and just go to still suits. Okay. Get some water going. An aggressive flick of the Dreadnought here. If you want Snooper, I could consider Snooper. Sonic Snoopers. We'll see. If I want to get my Dreadnought going, it is an option. We have an experimentation with replacement eyes. Will they finally trash replacement eyes for the bump? I think it's time. They take the research station play, so we're never getting that. If we draw into our infiltrator, though, we would get it. That was kind of the decision we had to make there. Do we go research station first or this first? I think it's fine, though. We don't need to draw a lot because we have Mnemic Film, which gives us the 1 persuasion. I do think this kind of steers us towards getting the Dreadnought, though. So, yep, they finally get that point from the Beneath Laylac track. They go up to 7. It's a tight game. Yellow and I are both at 8 right now. And they will put their troops in. Poison Snoopers. I'm tempted to go for Sonic Snoopers here. Get an intrigue card, cycle out all my crap intrigue cards. Don't think that's a bad play at all. We just got to be careful that we don't spend all of our persuasion. Oh, I thought they already did that. Oh, they trashed the experimental replacement eyes for the beetle. So they still get to get the shipping, and they take 2 spice.
Okay, a lot going on there. I think I did it all right.
I think you're good. We have a full space here from Red. So they can go anywhere on the board. And they're going to go conspiring. Okay, they're just going to lock up their alliance. They are a little bit concerned about me possibly winning this combat, and I think that makes sense. Yellow still has this shipping whenever they want. We're kind of hoping they don't lock up the Guild Alliance, so we can go for a sneaky steal with negotiate withdrawal. But we just got to be careful that we don't run out of persuasion. We still have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If we play this, we actually don't have enough, which is a little bit awkward. And we can't trash anything, which is a little annoying as well. We can always draw with Poison Snooper. I think we actually do this because we're going to be tight on Persuasion here. We're almost always drawing it. It would be nice that Sonic Snoopers it away, but we really need to guarantee the point here. So I think we start out with this. Poison Snooper. Oh, huge. Draw that every time. Okay, so that makes our play a little bit easier. I think we just go G Manip now to Dreadnought. Grab Sonic Snooper. Well, here's the thing. Do we really want a Sonic Snoopers here? Because we want both of these entry cards. We want to get more troops in for sure. How do we get these troops in? Go to Carthag. Maybe Carthag's the play. Just get another entry card. If we go to Dreadnought before, it sucks we don't have any daggers. We'd like to get a Mentat here, but it's not worth it with the amount of persuasion we have. I think we go Carthag, though. We have so much water. Do we go Dreadnought and then just go to Carthag with... No, we actually can't. Yeah, let's go to Carthag first. Let's get an entry card. I think this is fine. Yeah, I like this. Because we can always move up here to trash and get rid of it. The entry card we don't want. Strategic push, okay. A little bit of daggers. Not the best, but we'll take it. If somehow Yellow decides to stop committing to this combat, and they don't have Duncan Loyalblade, which they could not have. They have 5 cards in their discard. Duncan Loyalblade, the card they can trash. But Lannister, I got to head out. See you guys. See ya. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Poison Snooper, I mean you wanted to draw. Yep, exactly. Later, Lannister, if you go Fold Space and win the combat and use Negotiate Withdrawal, you win this turn. Yeah. I don't even need to go Fold Space. I can just Negotiate Withdrawal and get the win. I mean, that's a big if, right? But I do have reinforcements behind for a lot. Ooh, okay, from the tanks here. So this heavily signals to me that they have the Duncan Loyalblade, or they're trying to draw into it. And if they get that, then we're in trouble. And they get to go before us, which is a little bit awkward. So we would have to reveal that we want to do this before they go. We can always just buy the Spiceman's Flow and then trash Spy Satellites for the point as well. Which is an option. Say, screw this combat. Call it a day. Shouldn't you get 2 spice? Good call. I forgot. Thank you. I did not grab 2 spice for G Manipulation. Rewards are mandatory in this game. A reveal here of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for red. They add a specimen, and I think that'll probably just be a pass. Probably last round of the game. Well, we can almost assuredly make it the last round of the game. Fortunately, Yellow doesn't have enough for flagship, but I'd have to imagine that they have enough for this, right? We could just grab more spice here. If only we could get some more troops in. There's a recruitment mission. So they'll grab Shout Out Mapes and just put it on the top of their deck. Okay. So they could put more cards on top of their deck if they want. Gunthopter's in the row. Very, very solid card. Man. So I think we just end it if it gets to us. So if we're ending it this round, we kind of just want to... Like, we can end it without even winning the combat. And Yellow is playing in a way to show that they have Duncan Loyalblade, so I'm not super concerned with winning this one. Unfortunately, we're not going to get the Grand Conspiracy point, but if we play Experimentation, we can cycle out an entry card and draw a card. So that's not a bad round for us. Turn for us, rather. Maybe that entry card will be a little bit better for us. Because, yeah, we're just not making it to the bump on both of the tracks, I don't think. But we'll see. Red to pass here. Our turn. I think we just grab as much spice as we can with all the water we have and just set up to win with spice tiebreakers. Blue shouldn't be winning here. Yellow, I don't think. As long as they don't have an endgame intrigue point, we should be good from yellow. And we definitely beat them on tiebreakers if we grab spice here. So I think we just grab the spice with this. We're never getting this, right? Let me just double check. I mean, if we withdraw and win the combat, we could get the point. Do we just get rid of strategic push then? It's only 2 daggers. Yeah, we'll just get rid of strategic push. That's fine. We could, because we could get this. I can do this on reveal, right? Yeah, I can. Okay. So we will go experimentation. We'll just grab a bunch of spice. We have so much water we're not doing anything with anyway. Might as well get some use out of it. We get 1 bump on the research track. We will go here. And we can get rid of an intrigue card to draw a card and an intrigue card. So we will get rid of strategic push. Get an intrigue card. That's not good. That's trash. Get the card draw. Okay, more persuasion though. It's not terrible. Okay, that's that. Let's see if we can get this done. We have a Bene Gesserit Initiate. Okay, they'll go down and up. They'll take some Solari. They'll take some more troops. I think they are completely out of troops now. Unless they want to start drawing from the specimen tank. Did you grab your troops, Yellow? I might have missed it.
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure everyone's getting what they're entitled to here. We have a Face Dancer Initiate with X-Guild Compact. So Blue's going to get involved in this combat. Okay. They do have to discard 2 cards if they want the point from this. They're going to get rid of... Okay. So they get a water from discarding Guild Accord. And they'll get rid of Guild Ambassador. Yeah, Guild Ambassador doesn't really do anything for them anyway. So they get 1 more Dreadnought in. Okay. We can get a ton of combat power in here. I really don't think it's worth fighting too hard for this combat. It doesn't do anything for us. Both of the alliances are locked up at this point. Yellow is fine with not getting the victory point with the Bene Gesserit, which I don't think is a big deal. We probably don't retreat cards now because it just doesn't do anything for us. An accidental reveal for Blue here. We saw nothing. Okay. So, spice must flow. I will play reinforcements. I will also trash spy satellites for 3. What is this? 3 spies.
Damn, well done.
For the victory point.
Did not see this as the last round. Thought there was 1 more.
Let's see. Do I want to withdraw 3? That is the question. What am I at right now? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, plus 3 from Stilgar. Yeah, I'll keep them out. Okay. We don't want to withdraw them here because if we are able to win this one, it's actually a point with the Bene Gesserit. So very relevant we can win this one. Grand Conspiracy is super dead, but I don't think that's a big deal. And we deny a point to Blue and Yellow. So we have a last second Dreadnought play here. So Yellow is screaming, hey, I have Duncan Loyal Blade. I'm going to trash it to get all of my troops in here. So we probably don't win this combat, but I think it's better than just like randomly getting a bump somewhere. Actually, it's definitely better than just randomly getting a bump somewhere because we'd be doing it to enable Grand Conspiracy if we won the combat. So absolutely no point to doing it now that I think about it. Oh, they don't have Duncan Loyal Blade though, so they can't get the troops into the combat. That is huge for us. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. How? Okay, there's a slow reveal here. 1, 2, 3 persuasion, a dagger, and a Solari. Oh, a sleeper must awaken. Okay. Glad we denied a potential extra point to Blue here. So they're going to go up to 8.
Oh, I just realized I missed this draw. But that's okay.
What's that?
I missed the draw card here.
Shit.
I was looking for Duncan.
I know. I was saying it too. I'm like, damn, he's playing like he has Duncan.
Yeah, I know. That's all good.
God. Okay, are we good?
Is that GG? Sorry.
Oh yeah, we in combat? Okay.
Yeah, we're in combat. Yeah.
Yeah, might as well throw it in there, but not gonna be enough.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, I don't get this anymore. I trashed it for the victory point. I do get the 2 bumps here.
Hopefully this is Duncan.
Would it have been Duncan? That is the question.
Oh, it was
One more
Duncan.
hand.
Oh,
No.
damn.
Ah, it's all good.
I think it still would have been.
You still win. You still win.
Yeah, it would put you up to 9
Okay.
with the Bene Gesserit.
Yeah.
Oh, all the
I got
end games.
I got 1 machine culture.
Okay.
Oh,
So I would have ended on 10. But
Ooh, and we would have actually perfectly tied, I guess, because I would have ended on 10 if I didn't win the combat. Because I got the Bene Gesserit point.
Wow.
It would have been an
true.
exact tie. I don't even know what tiebreaker comes after Spice Solari Water. I don't know if there is one.
Wow, I should have drawn.
Damn.
GG.
Oh, GG. That was a good one. That was hilarious too. I love the Clown Baron.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, wow.
That was fun.
I was afraid of entering
Surprisingly
every
very
single
strong.
combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, way better than I thought it would be. I thought it'd just be a meme.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen this before.
Right?
Perfect tie.
The perfect tie, yeah.
Perfect tie.
Well, thanks for joining me, everybody.
Thanks,
Yeah,
everyone.
good game, guys.
Yeah,
Take care.
GG's. Okay. That was a fun one. We got some crazy action there. Pidge grabbed a million points. Actually ended up getting a bunch of endgame points, which makes sense. They did draw a million intrigues. We ended up getting there at the end. Yeah, I wasn't sure what to do about this Bene Gesserit Initiate. Technically, rewards are mandatory, so I wasn't sure like if they get to draw it anyway and reveal it, or if it, since it was like so many turns ago, I don't know. In theory, this was either a win for me, or if he was supposed to get the Duncan Loyal Blade, a perfect tie for both of us. So, pretty crazy game. We'll keep that in the air. Whatever the official decision is, I guess would have been the outcome of the game anyway. Garrison Troops is the last tiebreaker. That is hilarious, because then I would have won, because I have 2 troops in Garrison and he has 1. That's nuts. But no Garrison Troops if Duncan... Oh, I'm dumb. These Garrison Troops. Yeah, that's true. They wouldn't have had any Garrison. Totally clueless what new additions do, so it was sweet to see some. GG. Yeah, thanks for watching. Oh man, look at Yellow's Garrison. I know. But the thing is, they would have had to put them in to the combat to win. I guess they could have kept one behind for the tiebreaker purposes, but yeah, that was a crazy game. Oh, that's true. Thank you, Mr. PPZ. I would have gotten the 2nd place award, so I would have gotten 3 spice. Okay. So it would have been a win regardless of the Duncan Loyal Blade ruling, so I guess just ignore everything I said. Pidge was going to get another 3 points next turn from endgames. I know, you had a freaking endgame machine set up over here. Glad I could get to you a little bit sooner, though. Thanks for watching, everybody. I think I'm just going to call the stream here. It was a fun one, a very interesting game, but yeah, take care. Enjoy your New Year's celebrations if you're doing that.